we present All Gas and Gaiters. Episode 9, The Bishop Gives a Party. Starring Robertson Hare, William Mervyn, Derek Nimmo, and John Barrett. With this week's guests, Naomi Chance as Hilary Pugh Critchley, and Joan Sanderson as Mrs. Pugh Critchley. It's morning in the study of the bishop's palace, and the bishop, who is about to dictate a letter to his domestic chaplain, stirs and drinks a glass of bicarbonate of soda.
Oh, right, Newt, are you ready?
Yes, my lord, yes.
My dear Dean and Mrs. Pugh Critchley.
And Mrs. Pugh Critchley?
Oh, what on earth can I say?
What on earth?
No, don't.
Oh, my lord?
Yeah.
What shall I write?
Oh, I wish I knew. Can't you think of something?
Well, how about thank you for inviting me to your party last night. I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
All right, I suppose so. Stick that down.
Righty ho, my lord.
Enjoyed myself. Enjoyed. Oh, this indigestion.
Well, drink some more bicarbonate of soda, my lord.
Right. Oh. Now, where were we?
You are thoroughly enjoying yourself.
The memory of Mrs. Pugh Critchley's cream puffs will remain with me always. And not only the memory.
Were they nice, my lord?
Not conspicuously Newt. She appears to have mixed some cement powder with the pastry. Just be grateful you had to go to your boys' brigade meeting last night.
Oh, I was, my lord. Between ourselves, I'm not very good at parties. I get a nervous giggle.
Yes, well, you got more than a nervous giggle last night, Newt.
Was it like Canon Hayward's party, my lord, when we all sat around with a glass of sherry and a paste sandwich for 3 hours while Canon Hayward told us all about the time that he met the Archbishop of Canterbury on the roof garden at Derry and Tom?
No, Newt, it was not. We had jellies, crackers, lemonade, paper hats, and played games.
Games? Oh, what sort of games?
Musical bumps.
Musical bumps at the deanery?
And not only musical bumps, but sardines, hunt the slipper, postman's knock, oranges and lemons, our old granny doesn't like tea. You name it, we played it.
Oh, Moses. But what made the dean give that sort of party?
Well, you know, the Archdeacon and I asked the same question, and it seems the answer is that the dean has neither given a party nor been asked to one since his 8th birthday, and it's the only sort of party he knows anything about.
Oh, I see. But who else was there, my lord?
Oh, Canon and Mrs. Hayward, the precentor, Prebendary Potter and his sister. Oh, yes, and a Miss Chaffer, an old school friend of the dean's wife.
Miss Chaffer? Do I know her, my lord?
Not if you're lucky. She was my partner in a game called Sweethearts.
Oh, I love that, my lord. That's the one where you're a famous lover, and you have to find your partner, and then you go out of the room together.
Yes, Newt, yes. Exactly. Now, that may be all right when one is 8, but at my age, having to leave the room alone with an unknown lady like Miss Chaffer, well, it's not the sort of thing I care to do.
Who were you, my lord?
Well, Miss Chaffer was Eve.
And you drew Adam?
Yes. And from that moment, she seemed to think we were in the Garden of Eden.
Oh, that explains it.
Explains what?
Well, a box of apples has been left at the back door. I wondered who they were from.
A box of apples? Oh, no, this is too much. I will not be pursued in this.
Oh, the front door bell, my lord?
I know that, Newt, but who's ringing it? That's the point.
Well, it's probably... Oh, my lord. You don't think it could be Miss Chaffer?
Well, after last night, nothing would surprise me.
Well, I'll go and see.
Yes, Newt. Say I'm with the Archdeacon.
With the Archdeacon. I think so, my lord. Oh, Archdeacon, good morning.
Good morning, Newt. The bishop in?
Yes, but he can't see you, I'm afraid. He's with the Archdeacon.
But I am the Archdeacon.
Oh, yes, so you are. Well, you better come in. The Archdeacon, my lord.
Oh, Henry. How are you after last night?
Not too good, Bishop. I think I pulled something in the musical bumps.
Don't, Henry. I've been telling Newt.
Have you told him about your conquest? You know, Adam.
Really, Henry?
Yes, Archdeacon, the bishop told me.
He has he? Well. Have you heard from Eve this morning, Bishop?
Henry, don't be absurd.
But what about the apples, my lord?
Apples? What apples?
Well, a lovely box of apples has been left at the back door, and the bishop was wondering whether Miss Chaffer had put them there.
I wasn't wondering anything of the kind.
Oh, you were, my lord, you know you were. Don't you remember, you said after last night...
No.
You thought it might...
No. Will you please go and get me some more bicarbonate of soda?
Bicarbonate of soda? Yes, all right, my lord, of course. Yes, certainly.
Come and sit down, Henry.
Thank you, Bishop.
Henry,
Yes, Bishop?
I don't find it funny.
No, Bishop, sorry.
And I certainly can't think what you're laughing at.
Because I left the apples there.
You did? Whatever for?
Old Jones at Ringmold asked me to.
Did he? How very nice of him.
Wasn't it?
At least they're not from Miss Chaffer.
No, Bishop, no. Are you disappointed?
Disappointed?
I thought you'd taken a shine to her.
Henry, for your information, I am not interested in Miss Chaffer or any other woman.
Aren't you, Bishop?
No, not in that way.
Oh.
Not any longer.
Well, do you think you're wearing your gaiters too tight?
No, Henry. What I mean is, the fires have burned low. I find myself on a plateau of tranquility, above the storm of passion, no longer a prey to those strong infatuations that sweep men off their course. It's wonderfully restful.
It must be, Bishop. Did you know I was engaged once?
Were you, Henry? When was that?
1916.
No idea. What happened?
The old story, Bishop. A wartime romance. Clutching at moonbeams.
Was she beautiful?
People said so. I remember saying goodbye to her for the last time.
Oh, tell me about it, old friend.
There's not much to tell. It was at Victoria Station, just before the Battle of Mons. The troop trains were waiting, the bands playing, keep the home fires burning, and all around, mothers, wives, and sweethearts were weeping.
Oh, I can see it all. Go on.
I said, we may never meet again. She bit her lip. I held her in my arms, the whistle blew. I said, turn and walk away quickly, and don't look back.
And did she?
Straight through the barrier and onto the train.
She got onto the train?
Yes. She was going to see her mother in Torquay.
Oh. Then, Henry, you never saw her again?
No, Bishop, no, not until the wedding.
The wedding?
She married my best friend.
Oh, Henry, that can't have been easy for you.
No, Bishop. He took a lot of persuading.
Henry, this is not a very creditable story.
I know, Bishop. Still, all's fair in love and war.
It's the Dean, my lord.
Oh.
Will you see him?
The Dean? Are you sure?
Yes, I saw him coming up the drive.
Oh, really? I wonder he dare show his face after last night.
So do I, Bishop.
Oh, how unkind, how very unkind.
Unkind? What do you mean?
Well, I'm sorry, my lord, but I've listened to you all the morning, and I'm bound to say I think your attitude to the Dean and his party is unchristian.
Unchristian?
No, my lord, hear me out, please. I know you don't like the Dean very much.
You would say that again.
But he did ask me to his party, which was kind of him.
That is a matter of opinion.
And I believe if you think about it, my lord, you will see that it's your duty, your Christian duty, to be generous and make him feel it was a great success.
Oh, well, of course, Newt. I mean, if you put it like
Well, I
that.
do, my lord, I really do, I do.
Oh, very well, Newt. Go and ask him in.
Oh, thank you, my lord, thank you very much. I knew you'd agree with me. Oh, my lord?
Well, what is it now?
Your bicarbonate of soda.
Oh, I suppose the boy's right, Henry. We can afford to be generous to the Dean about his party.
Oh, definitely, Bishop. Especially as he's never likely to give another.
Come on in, Dean. I know the bishop has something he's anxious to say to you.
Good morning, my lord, Archdeacon.
Morning, Dean.
Hello, Dean.
No ill effects from your excesses last night, my lord.
Excesses? What excesses?
I noticed you tucking into the cream puffs.
Really, Dean, I was...
Not that I blame you, my lord. Grace prides herself on her shoe pastry.
Oh, is that what they're made of?
Well, my lord, I'm a busy man. What is it you wish to say to me?
Oh, nothing in particular.
Oh, yes, you did, my lord. You know you did.
What? Oh, well, yes. It's just that the Archdeacon and I feel you should be assured that your party went off all right.
I beg your pardon?
that it was a great success, Lord, a great success.
Oh. We think it was a success.
Indeed. Has anyone suggested it wasn't? Of course, it was a success. It was an immense success. I spent a great deal of time and money ensuring that it would be a success.
Oh, yes, well, I'm sure, Dean, I didn't mean to imply...
I should hope you did not, my lord, indeed. Because it was such a success, I have brought you this.
What is it?
It's an invitation to my party.
Good heavens, so it is. It's the one I gave in at the door last night. You brought it back as a memento.
And yours, Archdeacon?
Oh, thank you, Dean. I'll have it stuffed. Framed, that is.
You will see that I have altered the date.
The 21st, but that's tonight.
Precisely, my lord. I am giving another party.
Tonight, but you can't.
Let me explain.
I think perhaps you'd better.
We heard this morning that my sister Hilary is arriving unexpectedly, and as our party last night was such a success, we have decided to ask everyone back tonight to welcome her.
I had no idea you had a sister, Dean.
She has been in Africa for many years.
Oh, is she a missionary?
No, she is the governor of a women's prison.
That follows.
Wouldn't you prefer to keep it to yourself?
I beg your pardon?
Well, I mean, you know, on her first night here, and think of the expense of another party.
There will be no expense. There is an abundance of surplus refreshment left from last night. All is arranged. I shall expect you at 7, and now I really must go.
Oh, what a pity.
My lord?
I just remembered I have an appointment tonight.
Well, have you, my lord? I thought you were free.
No, you remember. I've got that, meeting.
What meeting, my lord?
Well, I can't just remember what meeting it is, but I know that I have got to go to it.
Well, I am surprised, my lord, because I always pride myself that I carry all your appointments in my head.
Oh, never mind about that, Newt. It just shows we're all only human. Oh, such a shame, Dean, if only you give me a little more warning.
No, my lord, I was right. There's nothing in the diary. You are free tonight.
What? But I can't be, are you sure?
Absolutely certain, my lord. I thought there was nothing in my head.
I know there's nothing in your head.
This is splendid. Now, what about you, Archdeacon?
Sorry, Dean, I know I can't come. The dilapidations board.
Oh, yes. Do you mean that special meeting the Chancellor called, Archdeacon?
Yes, 7 o'clock. You know about it.
Yes, he asked me to tell you. It's been postponed.
Oh, splendid. Now, what about you, Newt?
Well, Dean, it's heartbreaking, but I must disappoint you once again.
Why? It can't be the Boys' Brigade again?
No, my lord. No.
Well, then.
No, it's the Boy Scouts.
What a shame. Still, we shall be thinking of you, Newt. Shan't we, my lord?
Yes, Newt, we shall, every second of every minute of every hour. Come on, Henry. Here's the deanery front door. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you.
That's what I'm afraid of, Bishop. You do it.
Oh, I can't, Henry. The prospect of being partnered with Miss Chaffer in that frightful game has temporarily paralyzed my knocking arm.
You won't get hurt again, Bishop.
Oh, don't you think so?
The odds are against it.
Oh, well, in that case...
You'll probably get the Dean's sister this time.
Oh, Henry, let's go home.
We daren't, Bishop.
Why not? We'll ring up and say that I've got a sore throat and you're nursing me.
They wouldn't believe it.
What about a death in the family?
No, too sudden.
I've got it. We've just remembered something's being delivered this evening, and we've got to stay in to receive it. Come on.
Where are you going, my lord?
Going in? Oh, no, we were just... Henry, tell the Dean where we were going.
To shut the gate.
But the gate is shut.
Is it? You do surprise me.
We didn't notice.
Come in. Grace, my love, your guests have arrived.
Coming, Lord.
Come into the drawing room, my lord.
Oh, yes, Dean, yes. Oh, great heavens, what's that?
What is what?
That gruesome object on the table.
Ah, that is a preserved African head my sister has brought home with her. A particularly fine example, don't you think?
The face is most lifelike, certainly.
Now, there you are, Archdeacon. Let me lead the way to the drawing room.
Thank you, Dean. Bishop, what's that thing?
The Dean's sister's head.
Gracious, who'd have thought it?
By the way, I hope you've remembered to retain your paper hats from last night.
No, Dean, where were you supposed to?
Well, I had hoped that in the interests of economy... No matter, here are 2 fresh ones.
Oh, thank you, Dean.
What's the matter?
Oh, well, it's another lady's bonnet, Dean.
Well, what's wrong with that?
They don't really suit me.
Please put it on at once. You must enjoy yourself. I insist you enjoy yourself.
Good evening, Mrs. Buckley.
Good evening, my lord. Oh, Archdeacon, what a pretty hat.
How is Hilary getting on, my love?
She'll be down in a moment, Lionel. She's had her bath, and she's just going to put her face on.
Oh, shall I take it up to her?
Well, what are we all standing here for? Come into the drawing room.
Oh, we're the first, are we?
Yes, unfortunately the party will be smaller than last night's.
Canon and Mrs. Hayward won't be coming.
Oh, why not?
Mrs. Hayward telephoned to say the Canon has a sore throat and she's nursing him.
And of course the presenter can't come.
Oh, can't he?
Oh, haven't you heard, Archdeacon? A death in the family.
Very sudden, I believe.
I bet it was. Still, Reverend Potter and his sister will be here, won't they?
Well, as a matter of fact...
I suppose they've remembered something's being delivered and they've got to stay in.
Well, what makes you say that, Archdeacon?
Oh, just an educated guess.
Well, it's wrong. It's Miss Potter's birthday and they've arranged to go out.
We never thought of that one. Well, Dean, I'm very sorry to hear they've backed out. I mean, gone out. Such bad luck. Still, as you're not going to have a party, we'll be on our way. Come on, Henry.
Rather, Bishop. Good night, Dean.
Stop! Of course there's going to be a party. Please stay where you are.
Oh, but you can't give a party with just us. It won't be any fun for you.
Oh, Lionel considers it a challenge. He says we must make the best of a bad job.
Besides, my lord, it will not be just you and the Archdeacon. You forget we have Hilary and Miss Chaffer.
Miss Chaffer?
Yes, here I am, Bishop. Ready for the fray.
Oh, good evening, madam.
Enid has been here since 6:30.
Yes, mark you, I nearly didn't come. Do you know, as I was leaving, I suddenly remembered that something was being delivered.
Oh, shouldn't you have stayed in?
No, I've left the key with a neighbour. You see, I didn't want to disappoint you, Bishop.
Yes, well, let's waste time chatting. We must begin to enjoy ourselves. Archdeacon, have some punch.
Punch? Oh, well, yes, I'm rather fond of punch.
How much would you like?
Well, Dean, that rather depends, doesn't it?
It depends on what?
Well, on what's in it.
In it, barley water, lemonade, orange juice and tomato juice. I've mixed them all together. There you are.
I thought you said it was punch.
It is. Temperance punch. Drink up.
Couldn't I play a game instead?
Oh, yes, let's play sweethearts. Do let's play sweethearts. It was such fun last night, wasn't it, Adam?
No, I can't possibly play that.
So why not? A splendid game.
That's as may be, Dean, but in my position I do not consider it at all suitable.
Oh, Adam, how could you?
Then may I ask, my lord, what game you are prepared to play?
If we must play games, Dean, I will play any game you like, but nothing will induce me to play sweethearts.
Lionel, my love, here comes Hilary.
I'm sorry, I do hope I'm not late.
Yes, as a matter of fact you are. We've been waiting.
Hello, everybody, I'm Hilary.
My lord, Archdeacon, my sister Hilary.
Impossible.
I beg your pardon, Archdeacon.
No, I think Henry means that there is no noticeable family likeness. Come and sit down on the sofa with me, my dear. I am the bishop.
Hello, Bishop. I've heard a lot about you from Lionel.
I hope it was all good.
Well, let's say that some of it was.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the Archdeacon.
Oh, hello, Archdeacon. I've heard a lot about you, too.
Really? I must know about this. May I sit here on your other side?
Yes, of course. There's room for three of us. Would you move up, Bishop?
Now, look, tell me, my dear, how long are you staying? You must let me show you round.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
I hear you're in the prison service.
Yes, Archdeacon, I am. Why? Are you interested?
Oh, rather. I was chaplain at Parkhurst.
Were you? That must have been interesting.
Oh, no, it was very dull, actually.
Bishop.
Dull? Why was it dull?
Well, he was there at the wrong time.
Now then, come on. We can't have all this chatting. We must get on with the games.
Games? Oh, you're not playing games, surely, Lionel. I think I'd rather talk to the Archdeacon.
Oh, but you can't possibly do that. We're just about to play sweethearts, aren't we, Dean?
No, my lord. You said nothing would induce you to play.
Did I? Oh, well, I've changed my mind. Now, Hilary, may I call you Hilary?
Please do, Bishop.
Cuthbert. Call me Cuthbert. Now, let me explain how to play. Now, the names of famous lovers are all put into this hat, and we all draw one, and then we take our partners and go out of the room together. Now, where's the hat?
Here, Bishop.
Thank you, madam. Now, Hilary, take one of these pieces of paper and we'll start the game.
But Bishop, she wants to talk to me.
Talk, Henry, talk. We can't talk at parties. We're here to enjoy ourselves. Now, come along, take a piece of paper.
A pink one?
In your case, most definitely. What have you drawn?
Juliet.
How very suitable.
Thank you, Archdeacon.
Now, Miss Chaffer.
Oh, I wondered when you were going to ask me, Adam. Thank you.
Who are you, Enid? Tell us who you are.
Oh, what fun! I'm Eve again.
Oh, how extraordinary.
Isn't it? I wonder what you'll be, Bishop. Wouldn't it be fun if you drew Adam?
Wouldn't it, madam? Mrs. Duke Critchley? Dean?
Thank you, Bishop.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, who am I? Oh,
What's the matter, Grace?
I'm Eloise, Lionel.
Don't worry, my love. I'm Abelard.
Right. Now I will draw.
But Bishop, it's my turn.
All in good time, Henry.
Remember, I'm Eve, Bishop.
I haven't forgotten, madam. Now, let's see.
But it's my turn, Bishop. I must protest.
Don't protest, Henry. Oh, Adam. Have this piece of paper, Henry.
You've just drawn that one.
Never mind, I'm giving it to you.
But I don't want it. You've looked at it.
Now, what's the matter, Henry? It's only a game. Now, Hilary, let me see what this paper says.
Yes, who are you?
Romeo, of course. Shall we go outside?
But Bishop, it's not fair.
Yes, it is, Henry. All's fair in love and war. Come on, my dear. Morning, Newt.
Oh, good morning, my lord. Here we are.
And what's this?
Bicarbonate of soda.
What's that for?
Mrs. Pugh Critchley's cream puffs.
How unkind. How very unkind.
Unkind? But you said she put cement powder in with the pastry.
That remark, Newt, is not only unkind, it is unchristian.
But yesterday you said...
Yesterday, never mind about yesterday, Newt. Forget about yesterday. Yesterday was before...
Before what?
Before I realized that I like cream puffs. Come on. There's a lot to prepare.
Oh, yes, there certainly is, my lord. There's your report for the Finance Committee, your sermon for the ordinands, and another for the special service at the...
Not that stuff, Newt. That can wait. We've got to prepare for a party.
What party?
Our party this evening, of course. I want you to organize the game.
Games? I thought you said you didn't like games, my lord.
Where on earth do you get that idea from, Newt? Now, we'll start with sweethearts, and then we'll go on to postman's knock. And what's that game where they put out all the lights?
Oh, but my lord, I thought you said...
What is it?
Well, what sort of party is it? I mean, is it a large party?
Large? No. Small, informal party for a few close friends.
But who are you inviting?
The Dean, Mrs. Pugh Critchley, and Hilary. The Dean's sister. That's all.
Well, what about the Archdeacon?
Well, what about him?
Well, isn't he free?
I've no idea whether he is or not.
What, aren't you even inviting him?
Well, of course not, Duke. I tell you, the party is only for a few close friends. Now, I must go and talk to Mrs. Loosemore about the menu. There's not a moment to lose. me here.
Oh, don't worry, my lord. Everything's under control.
Oh, what's the matter? Something wrong?
No, it's just that you put on your evening dress.
This? Oh, well, I thought I'd just change. People don't take enough trouble these days.
But I thought you said it was just an informal party for a few close friends.
Well, so it is. But I don't see why one's close friends shouldn't see one looking one's best.
But I've only got my own cassock on.
Oh, well, nobody'll notice what you're wearing, Newt. There they are. Now, let him in, and remember, you are to look after the Dean and Mrs. Pugh Critchley, and I'll see to Hilary. I mean the Dean's sister.
Yes, my lord, but I do think you might tell me you were going to dress up. Oh, it's the Archdeacon, my lord.
Henry?
I thought you weren't asking him.
Well, I'm not. Get rid of him. Say I'm busy.
Archdeacon?
Evening, Newt.
I'm afraid the bishop's busy.
Oh, I suppose he's with the Archdeacon again, is he?
Yes. Oh.
Evening, Bishop. My word, you look smart.
Yes, and so do you, Henry.
Oh, yes, Archdeacon. You've put your evening dress on as well.
Well, people don't take enough trouble these days. I'm looking forward to this evening.
Oh, are you, Henry?
Rather. I've thought of nothing else all day.
Oh, well, that's a pity, Henry, because I'm afraid there's been some mistake.
A mistake? You mean something's gone wrong, Bishop?
I'm afraid so, Henry. I don't like to have to say this, but frankly, you're not included among the guests.
Oh, it's all right, everybody. The door is open. Come along. Yes, my lord. Good evening.
Good evening, Dean.
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening, Mrs. Pugh Critchley. Newt, will you take the Dean and Mrs. Pugh Critchley into the study?
Yes, of course, my lord. Will you come this way?
Thank you, Newt.
Hello, Archdeacon. My word, you do look smashing.
Oh, do you really think so?
I certainly do. Do you often wear this?
No. I put it on specially for you. Here, Bishop, steady on.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to push you out of the way, Henry, but I wanted to take Miss Pugh Critchley's coat.
Oh, I won't take it off, Bishop.
Not take it off? Why ever not?
Haven't you told the Bishop, Archdeacon?
No, I thought you would.
Oh. Well, I'm so sorry, Bishop. You see, the Archdeacon's invited me to have dinner with him.
Yes, just a tete-a-tete, you know.
But I've invited you to my party.
I know, but the Archdeacon asked me first.
First? When? I sent the invitations round at 8:45 this morning.
I know, but the Archdeacon asked me at 6:30 when he delivered the papers.
6:30? The papers? Henry, is this true?
I'm afraid so, Bishop. The early worm catches the bird, you know.
Oh, Archdeacon, come on, let's go.
Oh, yes, rather. Good night, Bishop. Have a good party.
But Henry, you can't do this to me. It's not fair.
Oh, yes, it is, Bishop. Remember, all's fair in love and war. Come on, my dear.
Newt!
Coming, my lord. Oh, here's your paper hat, my lord. Now, where's the Archdeacon and Mrs. Pugh Critchley?
Well, it seems they've remembered a previous engagement. Newt, we must cancel the party.
Cancel it, but I prepared all the games.
Well, how can we play games with only one lady?
What is the hold-up? We're waiting in the study.
Something the matter, my lord.
Yes, madam, I'm afraid that you are the only lady guest.
Oh, that is no problem. Is it, my love?
No, Bishop. When Hilary told us she was going out with the Archdeacon this evening, I took the liberty of ringing a girl I know.
A girl? Oh, my dear lady, how very thoughtful of you.
Thank you, Bishop. Oh, here she is now.
Really? Let me see. Oh, no.
Anyone at home? There you are. Oh, Bishop, you do look nice in that evening dress. Tell me, have you put it on specially for little me?
In that episode of All Gas and Gaiters, the parts were played as follows. The Archdeacon, Robertson Hare, the Bishop, William Mervyn, the Bishop's chaplain, Derek Nimmo, the Dean, John Barron, Hilary Pugh Critchley, Naomi Chance, Mrs. Pugh Critchley, Joan Sanderson, Miss Chaffer, Nan Munro. The Bishop Gives a Party was written for television and adapted for radio by Pauline Devaney and Edwin Apps. The program was produced by David Hatch.
You can hear episode 10 of All Gas and Gaiters, which is entitled The Bishop Goes to Town, on Tuesday at 6:15 on Radio 4. That's Tuesday at 6:15 here on Radio 4.
we present All Gas and Gaiters. Episode 10, The Bishop Goes to Town. Starring Robert Hare, William Mervyn, Derek Nimmo, and John Barrett. It's Wednesday morning, and in the dining room of the Bishop's Palace at St. Ogg's, the Bishop's chaplain, the Reverend Mervyn Newt, is having breakfast and catching up on last Sunday's newspaper.
Morning, Newt.
Oh, good morning, my lord.
Anything in the papers?
Yes, there's been a revolution in South America.
Another one. They had one last week. I read about it the other day.
Oh, did they? My lord, this one's in San Antonio.
But that's where the last one was. Extraordinary. Have you got the St. Ogg's Gazette there?
No, my lord, no, it's by your place.
Yes, here it is. I want to see how they've reported my speech at the choir school prize giving yesterday. Oh, really? How irresponsible.
What, my lord?
They've put a photograph of the Dean on the front page.
Oh, may I see? Oh, doesn't he look distinguished?
Distinguished? Not really. It's just rather a flattering photograph.
Oh, look, and there's Mrs. Pugh Critchley. What a smart hat she's wearing, my lord. And the wing commander. Oh. Who's that fat man at the back?
Well.
Yeah, my lord, well, is that Mr. Tucker the butcher, huh?
Tucker the butcher? No, that is me. Really, the standard of photography in these provincial papers is appalling. Now, where's the report of my speech? Oh, dreadful thing about old Bishop Bromley, isn't it?
Well, my lord, I think so. I'm sure he deserved it.
Deserved it?
Well, you must admit he'll be useful up there, my lord.
Possibly, but at 65 he might still have been quite useful down here.
Well, it says in the paper that I'm reading they should make more life peers like him.
Who's talking about him being a life peer?
Well, I thought you were, my lord.
No, I'm talking about him being knocked down by a bus.
I had no idea how dreadful. There's nothing about it here.
Isn't there? Well, the local paper's full of it. Oh, well, really, this is too much. They've reported the Dean's speech in full. I suppose that means mine had been stuck on the back page.
I see Lord Brath has been divorced, my lord.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Divorced? You mean married, don't you?
No, Lord, no, divorced.
But there's a picture of him here getting married. Lord Brackley married at Caxton Hall yesterday.
Ah, yesterday. Well, that wouldn't be in my paper, would it?
Wouldn't it?
Oh, no, you see, this is the Sunday paper.
But it's Wednesday today.
Well, I know, it always takes me 3 days to read the Sunday paper.
3 days? This is too much.
Do you think so, my lord? I like to read it thoroughly, do you see?
No, not that. The Gazette here. They haven't reported my speech.
But they must have said something.
Yes, they did. The bishop also spoke. Wait a minute. See editorial. I didn't think the editor would ignore me.
No, I shouldn't think so, my lord. Not after you gave him that nice box of cigars last Christmas.
Note, I gave him this box of cigars because I like and respect him. He is a most intelligent and worthy man who does a very difficult job. Here it is. It's headed Memorable Churchman.
Oh, do read it, my lord.
Well, out loud.
Yes, please, my lord.
Oh, well, if you insist. Here. Few church dignitaries in recent years have made such an impact on the life of our city as the present Dean. Oh, weird.
Oh, it's a misprint, my lord. They must mean the present bishop.
Tall and upright with the lissom figure of a youth.
Oh, it's not a misprint, no.
Dr. Pugh Critchley has an assured place in the history of the cathedral. Oh, really? The editor of this paper is a complete ass. I can't think why he'd take it. Get me some coffee.
Coffee? Well, I'm afraid it's tea this morning, my lord.
Oh, it would be. An assured place in the history of the cathedral.
Oh, golly. Did you see this, my lord?
If you intend to read me the test score, Luke, don't bother. There's been another inning since last Sunday.
No, this advertisement here, look, it's something I think you should buy.
Where?
There.
Get back your appearance with an Adonis body belt. Luke! If this is some sort of a joke, I consider it in very poor taste.
No, I didn't mean that advertisement, my lord.
I should hope you did not.
It's the advertisement for Christopher's, the auction rooms in Bond Street, my lord. They're selling the Bryce Parkinson collection today, and there's a book of 16th century songs.
16th century sermons? Why should I want to buy them? They'd be out of date.
No, not to preach, my lord. No, as a relic. They are Bishop Garden's sons.
Bishop who?
Bishop Garden, my lord. He's one of ours.
Is he?
Well, yes, you know, my lord, he's in the nave. At least, most of him is.
Most of him?
Well, he was beheaded by Queen Mary in 1556.
Oh, I know. You mean that tomb on the left by the radiator?
Yes, that's right, my lord. It has some early flamboyant mouldings around the base.
I know that. I caught my shin on them the other day.
Well, don't you think something should be done about it, my lord?
Oh, it's all right, thank you. The swelling's practically gone down.
No, my lord. I mean, what? Don't you think we should go to London and buy the book? I mean, after all, my lord, they were very important sermons, and he did preach them in our cathedral. You could put it in a little glass case beside the tomb. I'm sure people would welcome it.
What as? Something else to catch their shins on? In any case, have you forgotten what I have to do today?
Oh, yes, my lord, of course. Your questionnaire to the clergy and church wardens.
Precisely. 200 clergy and 400 church wardens, making in all 600 envelopes to be addressed, stamped, and tucked in.
Oh, yes.
Not to mention a delegation from the St. Og's Ladies' Guild, who are coming for their annual day at the palace, and what I'm going to do with them I cannot imagine.
And your contribution to the diocesan newsletter, my lord. You promised them 200 words on fellowship.
There you are. And you, Newt, you, my domestic chaplain, the man above all others who knows the burden I carry, sit there calmly proposing that I should abandon my responsibilities and rush up to London to buy a second-hand book. No, Newt, no. It is impossible.
Well, I'm so sorry, my lord. No, I just saw it really in a little glass case beside the tomb with a plaque.
A plaque?
Yes, saying that you'd presented it.
What, you mean with my name on it?
Yes, something like, you know, presented by Bishop Hever.
Yes, or perhaps generously presented by Bishop Hever.
Yes, it would stand there, my lord, as a sort of memorial to your time here.
You mean it would assure me of a place in the history of the cathedral?
Yes, my lord, exactly. Yes, but as you say, of course, it's quite impossible.
My dear Newt, nothing is impossible. Let us see. What time is it?
8:30, my lord.
Right. We'll catch the 9 o'clock train to London.
But, my lord, what about...
We shall arrive at Victoria at 10 to 11. Now, what time does the sale start?
11 o'clock, my lord.
Well,
What about all
that
this?
gives us 10 minutes to get from Victoria to Bond Street. Splendid. We should just about make it. We'll go by tube, and it'll give us an opportunity to try out the new Victoria line.
Wouldn't you rather take a bus, my lord?
A bus? My dear Newt, if we catch a bus, we'll never get to the auction at all. We shall spend the whole morning stuck in a traffic jam. No. We'll take the tube, get off at Green Park, walk up Bond Street, arriving just as the sale begins. Buy this interesting relic, have lunch at the Athenaeum, wander into the park and feed the pelicans, and then we'll catch the 4 o'clock train home. Now, Newt, who said it was impossible?
You did, my lord.
Did I?
Yes, you said you got all this work to do, the questionnaire, the 600 envelopes to be addressed, stamped and tucked in, and the delegation from the St. Og's Ladies' Guild.
Oh, that. Well, we'll soon find someone to do that. The important thing is to hurry. We've only got half an hour.
But it may be not so easy, my lord. I mean, to find someone at short notice.
Nonsense.
Hey, anyone at home?
What did I tell you? Come in, Henry.
Morning, Bishop. The door was open, so I thought I'd pop in.
Glad you did, Henry. We've got a little job for you.
A job? In that case, I'll pop out again.
Nonsense. Nonsense, Henry. You'll do nothing of the kind.
But, Bishop, I was planning to go...
Never mind what you were planning, Henry. You can do this little job for me, surely. There's nothing to it.
Oh, isn't there?
No, Archdeacon. It's just a matter of addressing, stamping, and tucking in 600 envelopes and entertaining a delegation from the St. Og's Ladies' Guild who are coming to spend the day at the palace.
Little job. I say, Bishop, you're sure there's nothing else you'd like me to do?
Well, if you could manage to write 200 words on fellowship for the diocesan newsletter. Come on, Newt, come on, or we'll miss the train. Come on, Newt.
I'm in, my lord.
Here we are. I told you we'd make it.
Yes, my lord. You don't think you should have told the Archdeacon where we are going?
Henry? Oh, no, better keep it secret. Then it'll come as a complete surprise to them all. Now, which is back to the engine?
This side here, my lord.
Good. I shall sit here by the window.
Well, I'm afraid you can't do that, my lord.
Why not?
Well, there's a briefcase on that seat, my lord.
Yes, but I must have a corner seat back to the engine. I've got to work.
Well, what about the one by the corridor, my lord?
No, it's too dark. I'll sit here.
Well, what about the briefcase, my lord?
Do stop fussing, Newt. Put it on the seat by the corridor.
But I think the person who put it there meant it to signify that he'd reserve the seat, my lord.
Reserve the seat? What nonsense, Newt. To reserve a seat in advance, you have to apply to the station master and pay a fee of 2 shillings. Now, come along. We'll go to the dining car and have some coffee. Oh, do you know, I must say I'm beginning to enjoy myself. Don't forget to move that briefcase.
Well, my lord, if you insist.
And hurry up, or we shan't get a table to ourselves. You know how I dislike sharing. In my position, people always stare at one.
Yes, well, I am hurrying, my lord.
Excuse me.
And I believe it's the next carriage, my lord.
Oh, that's good. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry, madam. They really should make these corridors wider. I shall have to write to the Ministry of Transport.
It should be round the next corner, my lord.
Thank you. Excuse me. At last. There we are. Now, waiter.
Morning, your lordship. Two for coffee?
Yes, please, waiter.
I've got a nice table here.
Not with those 2 ladies. I don't want to share.
I'm afraid you'll have to, your lordship. All the small tables have gone.
There, Newt, what did I say? I knew this would happen.
Why not sit over there, my lord? That gentleman's reading his paper. He won't disturb you.
No, I'd rather not. Do you have a second sitting?
No, my lord.
Well, he's right behind his paper, my lord. I'm sure he won't stare at you.
Oh, very well. Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose.
Well, there you are, my lord. That's back to the engine.
Yes, thank you. Newt. Coffee smells good. I must say, it's nice to get away for a few hours.
Oh, isn't it, my lord?
We live in a very narrow world at the cathedral, and we see too much of the same old faces.
What is it, my lord?
That same old face. Which same old face? That face on the front of that fellow's newspaper.
Oh, you mean the Dean's face?
Yes. Can I never get away from it?
Good morning, my lord.
We didn't know it was you behind that paper.
Didn't you? Well.
Well, you see, we were just looking at your photograph on the front of it.
My wife tells me it is a reasonable likeness.
Oh, I do agree, Dean, for the bishop thinks it flatters.
Indeed. You have no doubt seen the editorial, my lord.
Editorial? No, I don't think I have.
But you did, my lord. You know you did.
Oh, yes, of course, I remember now. My chaplain reminds me, Dean, I did notice something, but I'm afraid I was too busy with the affairs of the diocese to read it. Coffee.
Black or white, gentlemen?
White for me.
Oh, and for me, please.
Black, if you please.
You don't want your sugar, do you, Newt?
Well, I did rather, my lord.
Yes, you may have mine, my lord. I never take it.
Oh, thank you, Dean.
Biscuits, gentlemen?
Oh, yes, please. I like the chocolate wholemeal one.
There we are, my lord. Biscuits for you, sir?
Yes, please. Have you any petit bar?
Yes, sir. Here we are.
Oh, well, I can't manage all those.
Never mind, Newt. I'll help you out.
Biscuits for you, sir?
No, thank you.
Oh, watching your waistline, are you, sir?
I do not care for biscuits.
Oh, I shouldn't have thought you were the one who needed to worry. Hey, my lord?
Thank you, waiter. That'll be all.
You don't often go to London, do you, Dean?
No, I do not like London.
May one ask what takes you up there today?
Today? Just shopping, personal shopping. What a beautiful day it is.
But it's raining, Dean.
Indeed. Tell me, my lord, what takes you to London?
Me?
It's really rather exciting, Dean. You see, we're going to London
do some shopping. Just shopping. A little spree, we thought we'd take the day off. Right, come along, Newt.
But I haven't started my coffee yet.
There's no time for that. Waiter!
Are you going already, your
Yes,
lordship?
waiter, I'm afraid I've got work to do. There you are. Keep the change.
Thank you, your lordship.
Come along, Newt.
But, my lord, you haven't had your coffee either.
Newt, do stop fussing. Goodbye, Dean.
But, my lord...
Well, can't I just have my biscuit, my...
No, you cannot. Come along. Goodbye, Dean. Oh, excuse me. Really, Newt, can't you take a hint?
Oh, was that a hint?
Of course it was. Couldn't you see I wanted to get away from him? Oh, excuse me.
But you seem to be getting on so well, my lord.
Oh, did we? Tell me, Newt, Did anything in the Dean's behaviour strike you as at all odd?
Well, he didn't have any sugar in his coffee.
Did he seem to you to be avoiding something?
Well, now you mention it, my lord, he did.
You noticed it too. Good. Can you say what it was?
Yes, my lord, putting on weight. He didn't have any biscuits either.
Here's our carriage.
Oh, yes. That briefcase is still there, my lord.
Never mind about that, Newt. Close the door. Sit down.
My lord. Yes.
Now, Newt.
Yes, my lord.
Listen to me.
Yes, my lord.
The Dean was avoiding telling me where he was going, and I think I know why.
My lord.
Oh, Dean, what do you want?
To lend you my copy of the Gazette. I was about to offer it to you when you rushed off. I know you will welcome a chance to read the editorial.
Oh, but Dean, I can't deprive you of the paper. What will you read?
I have the Sunday paper.
The Sunday paper?
Yes, it was something I noticed advertised in it this morning. That is the cause of my journey. Well, I must go and find my seat.
Newt, did anything strike you in that little interchange?
It certainly did, my lord. It takes the Dean 3 days to read the Sunday papers as well.
Can't you see that this is proof incontrovertible that he's after Bishop Gurdon's Book of Sermons?
Don't you really think so, my lord?
I'm certain.
Oh, good. Well, you can get together and buy it between you.
What? And have his great long name all over my plaque? No, Newt, we must stop him.
Stop him? But how?
I don't know, but I must just sit here and think.
But you can't do that, my lord.
Why not?
Well, you've got to read that editorial.
This? Oh, I can tell you what I'm going to do with this.
Enjoying the editorial, my lord?
Yes, Dean, yes, just getting to grips with it.
Oh, good.
Why have you come back?
It is odd, my lord, but I cannot find my seat.
Oh, well, why not go and sit somewhere else? Not here, of course. Newt and I are working. We disturb him.
No, I must find it. I need my briefcase.
The briefcase? Did you say briefcase?
Yes, why, have you seen it?
No, there's no briefcase. Yeah, Dean, no.
I didn't suppose there was. I left it on my seat to reserve it.
Oh, Dean, you can't reserve a seat for the briefcase.
What do you mean?
No, you have to see the station master duty in advance and pay a fee of 2 shillings.
Are you feeling all right, Newt?
Oh, yes, thank you very much, Dean. Feeling fine.
You look very flushed suddenly.
No, I'm all right, Dean, as I haven't got a briefcase. I mean, I haven't got a temperature.
Good. Well, I shall just sit here until the guard comes round.
Oh, don't do that, Dean. No, I shouldn't do that, Dean.
Oh dear. I seem to have sat on a briefcase. My briefcase. This is my briefcase.
Oh, well, no, it can't be, Dean.
But it is. It has my initials on it.
Oh, well, Dean, so you found your seat after all.
This is not the seat on which I put my briefcase.
Oh, isn't it?
No, I put it on the seat where you are sitting, my lord.
Oh, how extraordinary. Someone must have moved it.
I wonder who could have done that.
I wonder.
And so do I.
Well, I'm afraid I must ask you to move, my lord.
Me? Move? Whatever for?
Because I wish to work.
So do I.
That is why I particularly reserved that seat.
Oh, really, all this fuss about a seat. It's too absurd. I can assure you I don't mind where I sit. Newt?
Yes, my lord. Yes.
Get out of it.
Thank you, my lord.
Newt. Yes, my lord, yes. What's that he's looking at?
A map, my lord.
A map? What of?
I don't know. Would you like me to find out?
Yes, go on.
The bishop was wondering what you're looking at.
Yes, I was wondering if you needed any help, Dean.
Help? Well, are you familiar with London, Newt?
Oh, yes, Dean. I have an aunt who lives in Eccleston Square.
Well, then perhaps you can tell me the quickest way to get from Victoria Station to Bond Street.
Bond Street? Oh, yes. Well, the quickest way, of course, is to go on
by bus. You want to go by bus, Dean?
But, my lord, you said that...
Dean, listen to me. Now, Dean.
But isn't it quicker by tube?
Quicker by tube? Good gracious, Dean, what an idea. No. When we arrive at 10 to 11, go straight outside the station, wait in the queue for a number 25 bus, and it'll take you all the way to Bond Street.
Yes, but what about the traffic jams? I have to be there by 11 o'clock. Is this bus really quick?
My dear Dean, I think I can safely say you will be surprised at the time it'll take you. Which lot is it?
Lot number 9.
Excellent. The Dean can't possibly get here by now. I wish they'd start, though. You know, it's 11 o'clock by my watch.
Oh, isn't it exciting, my lord? Are all those books going to be sold this morning?
Well, I imagine so.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
The auctioneer's starting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are selling the Bryce Parkinson collection. I shall first read the conditions of sale set out in the front of the catalogue. The highest bidder...
Wouldn't the Archdeacon enjoy this, my lord?
Henry, oh no, he wouldn't enjoy this. He's having far more fun at home, quietly getting on with it.
Dear me, this decanter is empty already. Looks as though I shall have to start addressing these envelopes. Who can that be? Oh, ladies.
Good morning, Archdeacon. We're from the St. Og's Ladies' Guild.
Oh, well, I'm afraid the bishop is out.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm just holding the fort.
I see. Well, reinforcements have arrived. Come on, girls.
What am I going to do with you all?
Really? Haven't you got anything useful we can do?
Useful? Well, yes, let me see. Are you any good at addressing envelopes?
Oh, yes.
Then if you would just come into the study, I think we can come to a working arrangement.
1,050 guineas, 1,050 guineas. The bids on the right of the room here. 1,050 guineas, 1,060 guineas, 1,060 guineas. 1,060 guineas for the last time. Sale to Lord Crichton. Lot 8. 50 guineas, 50 guineas, thank you, sir.
Where next, my lord? Where next?
Good. Can you see the Dean?
I daren't look, my lord.
Why not?
Well, if I move, they'll think I'm bidding, my lord.
Nonsense, Newt. The auctioneer knows quite well who's bidding. You can walk around, move around, wave your arms. You can do anything you like.
300 guineas. Is that a bid, sir? Are you bidding, sir?
But...
the stout clerical gentleman at the back.
What?
Were you bidding?
No, certainly not.
300 guineas on that of the room. Sold for 300 guineas. Lot 9.
Oh, this is it, my lord. Are you ready?
Yes, Newt, yes. This will show the Dean.
Lot 9 has been withdrawn from the sale.
Withdrawn? What do you mean? It can't have been. That's impossible.
Please, silence, gentlemen. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, lot 10. We come to lot 10.
The train standing at platform 27 is the St. Og's Express. Passengers for Ringmold and Tapley change at Hawley Junction. Tea will be served on this train.
It's an outrage, an absolute outrage. To drag us all the way to London, then withdraw the wretched book from the sale. I don't know who this Brian Parkins thinks he is.
Bryce Parkinson, my lord. Bryce Parkinson. He's a millionaire.
Oh, is he? We'll have a good mind to write and ask him to pay me fare.
But, my lord,
And yours, of course, too.
But perhaps he couldn't help it, my lord.
What do you mean?
Well, he may simply have found that he was so fond of the book that when it actually came to it, he just couldn't bear to part with it.
More likely someone offered him a good price and he thought he'd save the auction fee.
Oh, I'm sure that such a famous collector would never do a mean thing like that, my lord.
Well, I should just like to know where that book is at the moment.
There you are, my lord.
Oh, Dean.
Oh, Dean.
I trust you had a good day?
Oh, no, we had the most...
Moderate, Dean, moderate. What about you?
Me, a most successful day, my lord.
You did?
But you weren't even at the...
club for lunch. We expected to see you at the Athenaeum, Dean.
I had lunch in a restaurant, my lord.
Oh, whereabouts?
In Bond Street.
Oh, you got there then, did you, Dean?
Well, of course I got there, though I must tell you, my lord, the bus is not the quickest way.
Oh, really?
No, it seems the new Victoria line is much quicker.
Really? I must remember that in future.
Indeed, the bus this morning took nearly 3/4 of an hour. I was late for my appointment.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, Dean. It must have been very inconvenient.
No, it was all right as it happened. I was able to make a telephone call. Well, I'm going to tea. I trust no one will disturb this if I leave it to reserve my seat.
What's that?
It is a parcel, my lord.
Oh, no, I'm sure they won't, Dean. I'm absolutely certain they won't.
Good. You having tea, Newt?
Oh, well, Dean, that sounds a splendid idea.
Splendid, but unfortunately we have already had tea.
Where, my lord?
At the hotel, Newt. Surely you haven't forgotten?
Yes, I'm afraid I have, my lord.
Really, your memory, Newt? Oh, his memory's appalling, Dean. However, don't let us hold you back. Go and enjoy your tea.
No, very well. I shan't be long, my lord.
And there's no need to hurry. What about that?
Well, I'm so sorry, but I really can't remember which hotel was it.
No, not that, Newt. I mean the Dean getting the book.
The Dean, the book, I'm so sorry. I don't know what you're talking about, Lord.
He was laughing at us, don't you see?
I'm awfully sorry, but I don't seem to be seeing anything at the moment.
Newt, really. The Dean realized we were after the book, too. He pretended to believe all that stuff about the bus being quicker than the tube, and as soon as we were out of sight, he rushed to a telephone, rang the sale room, and bought the book right under our noses.
Oh, gracious. Oh, no, Lord, I'm sure you're wrong.
Why?
Well, if he'd bought it, he'd have had it with him.
He has.
Well,
there, in that parcel.
Oh, no, surely not, my lord, no.
Well, if you don't believe me, open it.
What? Open the Dean's parcel? My lord, what are you saying?
Well, if you won't, I will.
Oh, but you can't, my lord, you mustn't.
No, mustn't. You must, my lord. Well, just you try stopping me.
But other people's property, my lord. Thou shalt not cover thy neighbour's goods, his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is his.
What on earth?
Nor thy neighbour's wife, nor his servant, nor his maid, my lord.
Shut up,
But it's the 10th commandment, my lord. Of all the things of thy neighbours, thou shalt not covet, my lord.
I am quite familiar with the 10th commandment, Newt. Well, it certainly doesn't cover the contents of this parcel.
Why, what's in it, my lord?
An Adonis body belt. And there is nothing in the 10th commandment about coveting thy neighbour's corsets.
St. Ogg's Central.
Do you think that Ian suspected, my lord?
Oh, no. You backed them much too well.
Well, I do hope you're right, my lord. I should not like to think that he thought that we knew.
Oh, don't worry. He'll never guess. Though it's going to be very difficult to stop oneself from trying to spot when he's got them on.
Hello, Bishop.
Henry, dear old friend. Have you come specially to meet us?
Well, not entirely, Bishop.
Here's your parcel, Mr. Archdeacon, if you just sign for it.
Oh, splendid. You're sure it's mine?
Oh, yes. It says Venerable Mr. Blunt, Christabys, Bond Street.
That's it? Well, where do I sign?
Oh, just here in my book.
Oh.
Henry, what have you got there?
Only Bishop Gurdon's sermons.
What?
You bought them, Archdeacon?
No, I've been given them, actually.
Who by?
The owner.
Mr. Bryce Parkinson.
That's the chap. I was going to London to buy them, but you stopped me, and so I rang him up.
But what made him give them to you, Henry?
I offered to put them in the cathedral in a glass case with his name on it.
Oh, Archdeacon, how clever of you.
Oh, no, not really. Some people are so vain they'll do anything to see their name on a plaque. Won't they, Bishop?
Oh, well, yes, Henry, I suppose they will. And Henry, talking of vanity, did you know the Dean had bought an Adonis body belt?
In that episode of All Gas and Gaiters, the parts were played as follows. The Archdeacon, Robertson Hare, the Bishop, William Mervyn, the Bishop's Chaplain, the Reverend Newt, Derek Nimmo, the Dean, John Barron. Other parts were played by Betty Bascom, Nigel Lambert and Patrick Tow. The Bishop Goes to Town was written for television and adapted for radio by Pauline Devaney and Edwin Apps. The program was produced by David Hatch.
Here, episode 11 of All Gas and Gaiters, Give a Dog a Bad Name, on Tuesday at 6:15 on Radio 4. Derek Nimmo is now appearing in Charlie Girl. at the Adelphi Theatre, London.
We present All Gas and Gaiters. Episode 11, Give a Dog a Bad Name. Starring Robertson Hare, William Mervyn, Derek Nimmo and John Barron, with this week's special guest, Joan Sanderson as Mrs. Pew Critchley. It's 10:30 at night, and the Dean is about to turn over in bed and go to sleep when he hears a sound familiar to all husbands.
Lionel, haven't you forgotten something?
Have I, my love?
Well, it is Friday night, you know.
Of course. How could I forget? I'll do it at once.
I wish you would. Because if you don't put the money out, he won't leave any milk in the morning.
I'll just get my dressing gown and... Grace.
What's the matter?
There's a light on in the old stables.
Are you sure?
Yes, through the window. Look, I must go and investigate.
I'll come with you, Lionel. Wait for me.
It must have been left on accidentally. No one could be in there at this time of the night.
No one should be in there at this time of night. Open the back door, Lionel.
There. You can see the light coming from that window across the yard.
Shh.
What?
Listen.
Oh, come on, Janie. Be a sport. Do it for me.
I know that voice.
So do I, my love. It's the bishop's chaplain.
Now look, Janie. How do you know you won't enjoy it if you won't even give it a try?
Great Scott! He's got a woman in there.
A woman? What sort of woman?
At this time of night, it can only be one sort of woman.
Well, I tell you what, Janie. Let's go for a walk. You may feel more like it after some exercise.
Shh. They're coming out. Come along, Lionel, quickly. They mustn't see us here.
Oh, come on, Janie. Let's put your lead on. There's a good dog. Now we'll go for walkies, and then you'll come back and eat all your meat up, won't you?
Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday, dear Cuthbert, happy birthday... Oh, now, where's the post? Oh, dear me, only one card. Oh, from Dorothy with love. Oh, dear soul.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late for breakfast, my lord.
Well, it's the third day running, Newt.
I know, my lord, I overslept again.
But you can't need that amount of sleep. You went to bed at 8 o'clock last night.
Well, I know, my lord, but I had rather a restless night.
Yes, well, I must say you do look a bit exhausted. You better see the doctor.
Oh, there's no need for that, my lord. Is there any maple?
Oh, why do you ask?
Well, I just wondered, my lord.
Oh. Well, there's one for you, an airmail letter.
Oh, from Canada?
Yes. Now, who do you know in Canada, Newt? Some young woman?
Oh, no, my lord, no. It's my aunt, actually.
Your aunt? Oh, the one who asked us to look after her Afghan hound while she was over there.
Oh, yes, my lord, yes. Aunt Mary, well, she's gone to visit her sister, do you see? She's married, and she's got 4 children, and she's been out there since...
What did you do about that?
About what, my lord?
About the dog.
The dog?
You gave your aunt my message,
yes, my lord, yes. I told her you were very sorry, but you couldn't have an Afghan in the palace because you were once bitten by one.
Oh, and she understood that, did she?
No. She said Afghans never bite.
Well, this one did. I'm sure it was an Afghan. It was a great straw-coloured, long-haired beast. Anyway, you persuaded her to accept the situation, did you?
No. I mean, yes. I mean, oh dear. Oh.
Newt! Why have you dropped the marmalade on the floor?
Well, I'm so sorry, my lord, but it slipped.
You've slipped, you mean? Oh, coming down late for breakfast and throwing my marmalade about the room? Pick it up at once. And pass me a lemon curd.
Yes, my lord. Yes, of course. I'm so sorry. Here you are, my lord.
Thank you. I suppose you haven't by any chance remembered what today is, Newt?
Today. Oh, yes, of course, it's the first of the month, pinch and a bunch. I'm so sorry, my lord. I almost forgot. Here you are.
My dear Newt, what an interesting-looking package. You really shouldn't have troubled.
It was no trouble, my lord.
Now, I wonder what it can be.
Well, the monthly accounts, of course.
The month... Oh, Newt.
Yes, my lord, yes.
I have reason to believe that you are deceiving me.
Deceiving you? Oh, no, my lord, no, of course not.
Now, Newt, come, confess.
Confess? Oh, no, don't, my lord, please don't ask me to confess.
Oh, very well, I'll just have to find out for myself. Now, let me see. Oh, it is the monthly accounts.
Well, I told you it was.
I know you did, but I thought... Oh, well, never mind.
What did you think, my lord?
Well, not that it matters, of course, Newt, but it's just that, well, today happens to be my birthday.
Oh, is that all?
That's all?
I mean, I'm so sorry, my lord. I mean, how dreadful. I can't think how I managed to forget it.
I quite forgot about it myself until I opened this card that my sister sent.
Oh, have you had many cards, my lord?
Many? No, not many.
Is that the only card you've had?
Yes, well...
oh,
yes,
my lord, to think I forgot. Well, still, never mind. I'll buy you a nice little cake for your tea.
Oh, my dear Newt, please don't do anything so mawkish. I assure you that at my age, these things have long ceased to be important. Let us consider the matter closed.
Yes, my lord. Of course, maybe something in the second post.
Oh, second post? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Not, of course, that I'm expecting anything.
No, my lord, of course not. Could I have my lemon card back, please?
Well, here you are, and don't drop that.
No, my lord, I won't.
What did your aunt do about her dog? Oh, Newt! You've done it again.
Well, I'm so sorry, my lord, I'm so sorry.
What's got into you? I only asked what your aunt had done about her dog.
Yes, I know you did, my lord.
You know, I didn't wish to appear unhelpful, but I really couldn't have the creature here.
Oh, no, my lord.
I think it's always rather a mistake to look after other people's pets.
Why is that, my lord?
Because they pine.
Pine?
Yes, you know, go off their food and refuse to eat.
Really?
Oh, yes, it often happens. Then, before you know where you are, they become really ill and turn their toes up.
Turn their toes up?
Die on you, and you're left to face the owner.
Oh, Moses.
Oh, well, come along. I suppose we'd better go into the study and make a start on these accounts. Come on, Newt. What's the matter? What are you sitting there for? Are you worrying about your aunt's dog?
What? Oh, no, my lord. No, of course not. No.
Oh, good, because it's not your problem. If I know your aunt, she soon found some dim but willing idiot to look after it, didn't she?
Yes, my lord, yes, she found exactly that. Good morning. Oh, is that Miss Stevens' vet? Oh, good. Well, I was wondering if you'd come to see a dog. Yeah, well, I'm very worried about her, do you see? What? Well, I think she's turning up her toes. You see, the owner's away and she's off her food.
Newt!
Oh, just coming, my lord, just coming. I'll have to ring you back, so sorry. Goodbye.
Newt!
Coming, my lord, coming.
Was that the postman?
The postman, my lord?
I thought I heard you talking to someone in the hall.
I wasn't talking to the postman, my lord.
Oh, well, I must have imagined it. Still, I'm not imagining this bill from the wine merchants. It's preposterous.
It's mainly sherry, my lord.
Well, I can see it's mainly sherry. The point is, I hardly ever drink any.
Yes, I know, but the Archdeacon does.
What, the Archdeacon? Oh, I know old Henry sometimes has a glass of sherry when he comes round.
Not sometimes, my lord. Always.
Oh, well, always then.
Well, it mounts up, you see.
To this?
Yes, my lord, I'm afraid so.
Well, it must stop.
But he's rather come to expect
Then
it.
he must learn not to expect it.
Very well. Will you tell him?
Well, of course not. Just don't offer it to him, that's all.
Oh, very good, my lord. Yes.
Hospitality's one thing, but we can't go on like this. Oh, was that the front door?
Yes. Shall I go, my lord?
What? No. I'll go.
Morning, Bishop.
Oh, Henry, it's only you.
Oh, yes. Did you think it was the postman?
Well, yes, I did, rather.
He's at the gate.
Oh, is he?
Yes. He's got nothing for you. I asked.
No. All right, then, Henry. Come along in.
Oh, thank you, Bishop. Well, today's the day, Bishop, eh?
What? Oh, Henry, dear old friend, fancy you remembering.
Catch me forgetting.
Well. Come on into the study, Henry.
Morning, Newt.
Good morning, Archdeacon.
Now, where are you going to sit, Henry?
Me, Bishop? Oh, anywhere.
No, Henry, you sit here.
But that's your chair, Bishop.
You sit here, Henry.
Oh, thank you. I've never sat here before. My word, it's comfortable.
Now, what will you have?
Me, Bishop? Well, I think...
Oh, of course, a sherry. Newt, get the Archdeacon a sherry, will you?
Sherry, my lord.
You heard what I said.
Well, wouldn't he rather have a cup of tea?
I shouldn't think so, would you, Henry?
Not particularly.
A sherry, Newt.
But, my lord, you said we weren't to...
Newt, will you please get the Archdeacon a glass of sherry?
Well, if you insist, my lord.
I do. After all, Newt, it's not everyone who remembered what today is.
Remember... Oh, Archdeacon, you remembered.
Rather. It's not every day you collect £5.
Who are you collecting £5 from, Henry?
You, Bishop.
Me? Whatever for?
The old age pensioners' outing.
Oh, yes, of course. Don't you remember, my lord? You promised the Archdeacon last week that you'd give him your contribution today.
That's right. Today's the day, eh, Bishop?
And is that your only reason for coming, Henry?
Oh, what else should I come for?
A glass of sherry, Archdeacon.
Oh, thank you.
You see, Archdeacon, today is the Bishop's birthday.
Really? Oh,
well,
Bishop.
Yes, Henry, it is, as a matter of fact.
Oh, good. Then I'll put you down for a tenner.
You'll do no such thing.
Well, you see, Archdeacon, the Bishop was so looking forward to today, and we've all failed him. I failed him first, then the postman failed him, and now you failed him.
Oh, Newt, I've told you before about this mawkishness.
No, Bishop, no. He's right.
Yes, my lord, I am right.
You must be very disappointed.
Oh, well, Henry, yes, I suppose I am. Just a little.
Tell you what, Bishop.
What, Henry?
I'll make amends.
Oh, there's no need.
Yes, there is. I insist. Let me be the first to drink your health.
Oh.
Cheers!
Thank you, Henry.
It's a pleasure, Bishop. Now, is it cash or a cheque?
Oh, well, cash, I suppose, Henry. There you are. A £5 note.
Oh, thank you, Bishop.
How much have you collected, Archdeacon?
Oh, only 200.
200?
Pounds, Henry?
Yes, we're just halfway.
My dear Henry, you surely don't need £400 to take 25 old-age pensioners to the seaside for a day.
Oh, we're not going to the seaside this year, Bishop.
But where are you going, Archdeacon?
Paris.
Paris?
Just for the week, you know.
But why, Henry?
Well, I thought they'd prefer it.
Oh, see who that is, will you,
Yes,
Newt?
my lord. Yes, I won't be a moment. I'll just give star. Oh, Dean.
Newt, is the bishop in?
Yes, won't you come in? We haven't seen you for ages, Dean.
Please inform his lordship that I wish to see him, Newt.
Oh, righty here. What is it about, Dean?
You may say that it is a matter of importance, Newt.
Oh, yes, well, that is certainly. Well, I'll tell him. It's the Dean, my lord. He wants to see you on a matter of importance.
Oh, does he? Well, you'd better show him in, Newt.
Righty here, my lord. Will you go in, Dean?
Thank you.
Dean?
Yes?
Do you know what today is?
Indeed I do.
Oh, jolly good.
Judgment Day.
Morning, Dean.
It's hardly a good morning, my lord.
Isn't it?
I have called on a most disagreeable matter.
How unusual. Morning, Dean.
I regret to inform you, my lord, that your chaplain is guilty of an offence.
Oh, my dear Dean, you surely haven't come to complain about him riding his bicycle on the grass again?
A grave offence.
Grave? How grave?
If I tell you that I have spent the morning with the Chancellor and we have decided to advise you to set up a consistory court to try him.
Try him? No.
The Chancellor further opines that under the ecclesiastical jurisdiction measure of 1963, should your chaplain seek an appeal, you should be prepared to pursue the matter to the Court of Arches.
Oh, my dear Dean, what nonsense is this? What offence can poor Newt possibly have committed that would call for such a drastic course?
Immorality, my lord.
Immorality? What do you mean?
Concupiscence, lustfulness, unchastity. Call it what you will.
Oh, I've never called it that.
Oh, I tell you, Dean, I don't believe it.
And I tell you, my lord, your chaplain was in the old stables last night with a woman.
Was she pretty?
I didn't see her, Archdeacon.
Well, if you didn't see her, how do you know it was a woman?
Because I heard him make indelicate suggestions to her.
Oh, my dear Dean, simply because you happened to overhear a scabrous conversation in the old stables, a notorious local place of assignation, there is no need to start maligning my chaplain.
You forget, my lord. I know his voice.
And you forget, Dean, I know Newt.
Did you call, my lord? I was on the telephone.
No.
Oh, good. I was wondering, my lord, may I go out for a little while?
Yes, of course, Newt.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Newt.
Yes, my lord, yes?
Nothing, Newt.
Oh, right here, my lord.
Well, that is,
Yes, my lord?
Newt, did you speak to a woman last night?
Yes, my lord, I did.
You did?
Yes, my lord.
What did I tell you?
On the telephone. Don't you remember? You asked me to ring Mrs. Hayward and ask if her cold was better.
And you didn't speak to any other woman last night?
No, my lord. No.
You're sure?
Certain, my lord.
Thank you, Newt.
Not at all, my lord. May I go out now?
But of course.
Thank you very much, my lord.
Well, Dean, what do you say to that?
But I distinctly heard.
Not distinctly enough.
But I was most careful.
And yet not careful enough either.
No, my lord, I fear I have made an error.
I think you have, Dean. And if I may be permitted as your bishop to give you a little fatherly advice, I would recommend that in future you think once, think twice, think several times before you make baseless allegations against innocent, harmless people.
Yes, my lord.
And now, if you will excuse us, we are going to lunch. You may show yourself out.
Very good, my lord. Oh, my lord.
Oh, what is it now?
There was another purpose to my visit.
Oh, Dean, this is hardly convenient.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I have brought this for you.
What is it, Dean?
If you open the paper bag, you will see.
What on earth? Oh, don't tell me the Archaeological Society have dug up some more fossils.
Fossils? These are cakes. Delicious cakes.
Cakes? I'm sorry, Dean, but I've never seen cakes like this before.
They are scrap cakes. A speciality of my wife's. She makes them from flead.
Is that wise?
Flead is the inside fat of a pig, Archdeacon.
Yes, but why me? What have I done?
Is it not your birthday, my lord?
Oh, well, yes, it is.
Then many happy returns of the day.
Well, Lionel, did you tell him?
I did, my love.
And what did he say? Is he starting proceedings?
Well, no, my love, not exactly.
Why ever not?
He feels we may have been mistaken.
Mistaken? Us? How dare he?
Well, he faced Newt with it, and he was obviously innocent.
Obviously innocent. Surely you didn't think he was innocent.
Well, I was bound to admit, my love, I did rather.
Then what would you say if I told you he's in the stable with her at this very moment?
Newt! But he can't be.
I tell you he is. I've just seen him go in.
With the woman? Did you see the woman?
No, she was in there already. I heard him speak to her as he went in.
But he seemed so innocent, so completely innocent.
Oh, I know these mealy-mouthed chaplains. If you don't believe me, come and listen for yourself.
I certainly will, my love.
I must say, Jane, I've never known a girl as stubborn as you.
There. Will you go in and face him, Lionel?
I don't know, my love. If I could only actually see her. That window is just too high.
Turn this bucket over.
Yeah.
You can stand on it.
Yeah. Ah!
What can you see, Lionel?
He's sitting on the ground with his back to me.
And what's she doing?
He's got his arm around her.
What's she like?
I can only see the top of her head. She's got long hair. It's blonde.
Oh, it would be.
Oh, Jane, at last you are a good girl. You're having a little nibble.
Grace, what are you doing?
I want to see for myself, Lionel.
But there isn't room. There isn't room on this bucket for two of us.
I must see. I must see, Lionel.
Do you think they heard?
I don't know. Come on. let's go and get the bishop.
Yes, come on, my love, we must hurry.
Hello? Is anyone there? Oh, Janie, I thought it was the vet. Now, have another try at this piece of liver. You know, if you'd only stop wagging your tail and concentrate on eating. You know, Aunt Mary won't be at all pleased with me if she finds you've lost weight when she gets home.
Hello? Anyone about?
Oh, at last, that'll be the vet. Now, just you stay there. There's a good dog. Just coming.
Good afternoon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were the vet.
I am the vet.
Are you right?
Well, you seem surprised.
Sorry, but I didn't expect the vet to have so much, short, well, you know, not so much, long hair. Well, to be quite so...
Quite so what?
Quite so, punctual.
Well, I always try to be punctual. They told us it was important at college.
Did they? Were you at college a long time ago?
Oh, yes, ages. Well, I left last December. Well, where's the patient?
Oh, in here. Won't you come in?
Thank you.
Now, this is Janie. This is Miss Stevens.
Now, let's see what's wrong, old girl. Well, there's nothing much wrong with her. She looks fit enough.
But she won't eat.
Won't she?
No?
Well, ladies in her condition are often a bit temperamental, you know.
Oh, are they? Oh, what condition?
Well, didn't you know she was going to have puppies?
Puppies? Oh, Moses.
And quite soon, by the look of her.
Soon? How soon?
About 10 days, I should think. There's just one thing, though.
Oh, really? What's that?
Well, she shouldn't be out here in these stables, you know.
Shouldn't she? Well,
it's not really warm enough. Can't you have her indoors?
oh, dear, well, that's the problem. You see, it's like this. My Aunt Mary is in Canada, and Janie belongs to her, you see. And because the bishop was bitten by an Afghan, he won't have her.
There, my lord, Archdeacon, there, in there.
Shall I open the door?
No, madam.
Oh, you'd rather I called him out?
I'd rather you went into the deanery, madam.
Go into the deanery? Why should I?
Yes, perhaps it would be as well if you did, my love.
Oh, well, I suppose if you say so, Lionel, but I really don't see why.
Would you like me to leave as well, Bishop?
A good suggestion, Archdeacon. It only needs two to deal with this. Eh, my lord?
Certainly, Dean. So if you would join your wife, the Archdeacon and I will begin. This is a private matter between myself and my chap.
Well, if you put it like that.
I do, Dean.
Very well. But if you need me, I shall be at hand.
I bet he will. Now, Henry, go on, knock at the door.
Yes, Bishop. Do you think it's right to disturb him?
Well, of course we must. I must say I'm extremely surprised at Newt.
So am I. I didn't think he had it in him.
Newt! Are you there?
Yes, my lord.
Come out here at once. I wish to speak to you.
Right here.
And bring that young woman with you.
Yes, very well, my lord. My lord Archdeacon, this is Miss Stevens.
How do you do?
Oh, delighted to meet you, my dear.
Henry!
What are you doing here?
I might ask you the same question, Newt. It seems you have been deceiving me.
Well, what could I do, my lord? I knew you wouldn't approve.
You were quite right there.
Well, I'm dreadfully sorry,
Well,
my
it's
lord.
no good being sorry, Newt. The question is, what are we going to do about it?
Oh, well, my lord, Miss Stevens thinks she should come and live at the palace, don't you?
Yes, well, it would be warmer for one thing.
I say, steady on.
Come and live at the palace? Newt, I've never heard such an outrageous suggestion in my whole life.
But she won't get in your way, my lord. I'll see to the hat.
That is not the point.
But you'll hardly ever see her. I shall keep her in my room.
In your room?
Oh, yes, my lord, yes. She can sleep across the bottom of my bed. Oh. That'll be all right, won't it?
Oh, it sounds perfect.
Really? That a chaplain of mine should make such a brazen suggestion?
Does that mean you refuse?
Refuse? Well, do you seriously expect me to agree?
Well, frankly, yes, my lord. I think it would be, Christian.
Oh, really, Newt? I am well aware that a liberal wind is blowing through the church, Newt, but I can tell you I'm not having any of it here.
But she's expecting a family, my lord.
Family?
Yes, we've just discovered, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Oh, but are you quite sure that you're not mistaken?
Oh, no, my lord, it's quite definite.
Oh, really, this is a nightmare. Henry, for goodness sake, say something.
Me, Bishop? Congratulations, my dear.
There's no need for congratulations,
I should think not.
I disagree. Not many people could just look at a dog and tell it was going to have puppies.
A dog? What dog? Where's the dog come into this?
Oh, but of course you haven't seen her, have you, my lord?
Haven't I?
Oh, well, she's in here. Oh, come and have a look. Jane. There she is. Isn't she beautiful? The trouble is she won't eat.
Are you as confused as I am, Bishop?
Well, almost, Henry, but not quite.
Well, what do you think, my lord? Mayn't she come to the palace?
No, certainly not. I've told you before I will not have an Afghan in the palace.
Well, there you are, Jane. You see, you heard what the bishop said. Oh, look, my lord. I say she's licking your hand.
So she is. I must say she seems an agreeable beast.
Oh, won't you relent, my lord? She's very gentle.
Well, if you say so, my dear, I'm sure she is. All right, then. She can come to the palace. Down, girl, down. You know, one would almost think that she knew.
No, thank you, my lord. Isn't that wonderful news, Miss Stephens?
Oh, it certainly is. Well, I must be going. Now keep trying to make her eat. I'm sure you'll soon find something she fancies. Well, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Going? Bye. I thought she was Newt, sir.
No, Henry, no. She is the vet.
Vet? Oh, then where's the woman, Bishop?
There isn't a woman, Henry. Is there, Newt?
Woman, my lord? How do you mean?
Well, Newt, ridiculous as it may sound, the Dean had the impression that you were carrying on some sort of clandestine affair out here with a woman.
Oh, most.
I suppose he saw Miss Stevens and her being so
pretty?
Exactly. He put two and two together.
Oh, how perfectly frightful.
Well, it's over now, and it just goes to prove, Newt, what a tangled web we weave.
Yes, my lord. Oh, my lord.
What is it now?
Well, I was just wondering, my lord, will you need me this evening?
Oh, no, I suppose not. Why?
Oh, nothing, my lord. It's just that I thought that, Miss Stevens might... Well, I mean that I think I should consult her again. See you later.
Bishop.
Yes, Henry?
Is there still no woman?
Well, Henry, to tell you the truth, I'm not so sure now. Come on, let's try and get this creature to eat. I've thought of something that I don't think she's tried, and something I've been given only today, and I've been wondering...
What's happening, Lionel?
I don't know, Grace.
Oh, look.
What's wrong?
They've gone.
Then the affair is concluded.
But the stable door is still shut. You don't think the bishop has got rid of us and then shirked his duty, do you?
Oh, surely not.
Well, you know what a weak man he is.
Yes, but all the same...
We must be sure.
Where are you going?
To look through the window.
But Grace, do be careful on that bucket, my love.
Now, don't fuss, Lionel. Don't fuss. Oh, goodness gracious. Would you believe it?
What's that?
The bishop is in there with the archdeacon, and they've both got their arms round the woman.
What? But what are they doing?
Well, as far as I can see, Lionel, they seem to be trying to persuade her to eat my scrap cakes.
In that episode of All Gas and Gaiters, the parts were played as follows. The Archdeacon, Robertson Hare, the Bishop, William Mervyn, the Bishop's Chaplain, Derek Nimmo, the Dean, John Barron, Mrs. Pugh Critchley, Joan Sanderson, Miss Stevens, Tanya Robinson. Give a Dog a Bad Name was written for television and adapted for radio by Pauline Devaney and Edwin Apps. The program was produced by David Hatch. we present All Gas and Gaiters. Episode 12, The Bishop Gives a Shove. Starring Robert Sir Hare, William Mervyn, Derek Nimmo, and John Barrett. With this week's special guest, Richard Caldecott as Dobson. It's morning, and in the study of the palace, the bishop, his chaplain, and the archdeacon are opening their mail with unusual enthusiasm.
How much money in that one, Henry?
£2.30 new pence, Bishop.
Splendid. Who's that one from, Newt?
The Vicar of Catesby, my lord.
And how many pools, coupons has he sold?
90, and there's a postal order for £4.50 new pence, my lord.
My word, that's impressive. Catesby's a small parish. Now, what have we here? The rector of Oxcombe. How has he got on? Oh, hello, a cheque and a letter.
What's it say, my lord?
Oh, well, I can't read them all, Newt. No, actually, this one is rather nice. Congratulations on your brilliant new fundraising scheme, my lord. Anyone can see that it was your idea. How nice of him.
But, Bishop...
What's the matter, Henry?
It was my idea.
Henry, it doesn't matter whose idea it was. I've told you before. Now, Newt, what's the total?
690,438, carry 7. That's divided by 12. 0 plus 5, that's...
Oh, get on with it.
Let me see now. For £49 and 95 new pence, my lord.
Oh, how splendid. £50.
No, my lord. £49 and 95 new pence.
Don't quibble, Newt. It's £50 less £10 prize money. That's £40 we've raised for the old people's home. At this rate, we should be able to complete it by next Christmas.
Oh, my lord, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could?
Go and see who's at the door.
Of course, my lord. Yes.
£50. What do you think of that, Henry? That's not bad for the first week.
No, Bishop, I always said it was a good idea.
It certainly is, and such fun. You know, I'm looking forward to the football results on Saturday.
Me too, Bishop. I'm on a winning streak.
Oh, my dear Henry, you sound like a regular gambler.
My lord, it's Dean.
Oh, the Dean.
Good morning, my lord. Archdeacon.
Morning, Dean.
Morning, Dean.
What can we do for you, Dean?
I have come about this, my lord.
Oh, it's one of our coupons. How nice of you to buy it, Dean.
I did not buy it. It was sold to my wife. I thought I should bring it to you at once,
Oh,
my lord.
well, I'm afraid you're a little bit early, Dean.
Oh, yes, we shan't know the results till tomorrow.
I'm not interested in the results.
You're not? Not even if your wife were to win £10?
I can assure you, my lord, I should not be interested were my wife to win 10, 20, or £30.
Why, have you come into some money?
Certainly not. My lord, I consider football pools a most pernicious and insidious evil, and I demand that you cease operations forthwith.
Cease operations?
Forthwith? Does that mean stop, Dean?
I am amazed that you ever thought fit to start. Are you not aware that gambling is the new English vice?
Really? What was the old one?
Dean, this isn't gambling, is it, Henry?
Oh, isn't it, Bishop?
Of course it's gambling, my lord. It is as much gambling as the turf at Newmarket or the baccarat tables of Monte Carlo.
Oh, really, Dean? People giving a shilling towards an old people's home with the hope that they may win a small cash prize?
He that maketh haste to be rich shall not be innocent, my lord. Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 28.
Cast me not off in the time of my old age. Forsake me not when my strength faileth, Dean. Psalm 71, verse 9.
Would you buy the poor for silver and the needy for a pair of shoes, my lord? Amos, chapter 8, verse 6.
I was a father to the poor, and the cause which I knew not, I search it out. Job 29, verse 15.
Look not upon the wine when it is red.
What has that got to do with it, Henry?
Nothing, Bishop. It just came to me.
I see no point in continuing this discussion, my lord. I insist that every penny of this money is returned to the donors.
Oh, but really, every penny, there's £50 here.
No, my lord, £49, 95 new pence.
But what about the old people's home?
They need the money.
Oh, yes, Dean. They need £500 to finish the building.
It is better the building remain unfinished than be built with tainted money. Good morning, my lord.
Well, I call that a bit thick.
So do I.
You won't send the money back, will you, my lord?
I should think not, indeed.
Oh, good. Then I'll just collect up these checks and POs and take them to the bank.
No, Newt, no. Leave them.
Leave them, my lord?
Aren't you going to fight the Dean, Bishop?
No, Henry, I'm afraid not.
Oh, dear. Aren't you feeling well, my lord? I said you shouldn't have stopped taking your pills.
It's nothing to do with my pills. It's simply that I've spent 10 years fighting the Dean and I just can't go on.
But you can't let him win, Bishop.
Why not? He always does. When I think how excited I was at the prospect of coming here, the day I received the letter from the Prime Minister's appointment secretary, it came as a complete surprise.
Oh, did it, my lord?
Yes. Apparently my dear old bishop had heard St. Og's was becoming vacant and had made a point of going especially to Downing Street to recommend me.
Whatever made him do that?
Presumably he thought I'd make a good bishop, Newt.
No, I didn't think of that.
I remember being fitted for my gaiters. The tailor was such a nice man. He was the first person to call me my lord. Then, the day I came down here, you met me at the station, Henry.
I remember, Bishop.
You arranged a little party in my honor.
That's right, a sherry party.
And it was there that I first met the Dean.
You asked the Dean to a sherry party, Archdeacon?
No, he called to complain about the noise.
And he's been complaining ever since. Do you remember when I wanted to introduce those nice new classics to the choir?
Oh, yes, my lord, and he wouldn't let you. He said there was plenty of wear left in the old ones.
He did. And the time I suggested we put seats in the close?
Yes, my lord, yes. He said it would only encourage people to sit down.
Typical of the man.
And what about the time he stopped me showing my slides at the Vergers' party?
Yes, well, I can't say I altogether blame him for that, Henry. Still, be that as it may, I've had enough.
There, you're throwing in the towel, Bishop?
I'm afraid so, Henry. From now on, I should just sit and wait for him to leave.
But he'll never leave, my lord.
He likes it here.
I know he does, but he might leave if he was offered something better.
Better? You mean a bishopric, my lord?
Oh, if only the Prime Minister would give him a bishopric.
Then why not recommend him?
Oh, what a splendid idea, Archdeacon. Why don't you, my lord?
Well, don't be ridiculous. Besides, there's no bishopric vacant.
What about Chelsea?
Chelsea? There isn't a diocese at Chelsea.
Oh, but there is, my lord. They just created it.
What? Oh, I know there's been talk about a new diocese in London.
But it's in the Church Times this week.
Really?
Oh, yes, here we are, my lord. Here, look, see. The usual consultations are taking place prior to the appointment of the first Bishop of Chelsea. It is understood that the Prime Minister is having some difficulty in finding a suitable man for this key position where our great administrative ability will be so necessary. There you are, you see, my lord?
Yes, but I can't go to Downing Street and recommend the Dean.
Well, I don't see why not, my lord. He's a very good administrator.
Is he?
Well, he's efficient.
He's certainly that.
Yes, efficient. Yes, I could say he's efficient. Couldn't I?
Oh, yes, well, why don't you, my lord?
Yes, let's go now. I'd enjoy a trip to London.
Oh, would you, Henry? Well, I'm afraid you can't come.
What? Oh, why not, Bishop?
Because all these checks and postal orders have got to be sent back.
But why should I do it?
Because, my dear Henry, as you keep on telling us, it was your idea. Come on, Newt, we must hurry. Here we are, Newt. Number 10 Downing Street. Oh, afternoon, Constable.
Afternoon, sir.
Come on, Newt, press the bell. Press the bell.
Well, just think, my lord, here we are at the nerve centre of the nation, the hub of British political life, the great bastion
Oh, never mind about all that, Newt. Press the bell.
Oh, I'm sorry. There.
Oh, well, you better press it again.
Do you think they're out?
No, here's somebody coming now.
Did you ring?
Oh, good afternoon, my man. Yes, we did.
It's out of order.
Well, we've come to see the Prime Minister's ecclesiastical appointment secretary.
Oh, well, you better come in then.
Oh, thank you. After you, my lord.
Hey, oh, excuse me.
Yeah?
Where do we go?
Oh, bloody if I know. I'll tell the bloke you're here.
Do you think he's Mr. Heath's butler, my lord?
Butler Newt wearing blue dungarees and a cap. Have you ever seen a butler dressed like that?
Well, no, my lord, no, but I thought Mr. Heath might be trying to make the trade unionists feel more at home.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Oh, good afternoon. Are you the ecclesiastical appointment secretary?
No, my lord, I'm the butler.
The butler?
Then who was the gentleman who opened the door?
The electrician, sir, is mending the bell. Was Mr. Dobson expecting you, my lord?
No, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to make an appointment. We came on an impulse.
Yes, you see, we've suddenly decided to get rid of our dean.
My chaplain means we suddenly decided to see Mr. Dobson on a very important matter.
I'm sorry, my lord. Mr. Dobson has an appointment with the Prime Minister in 10 minutes.
Is it about Chelsea?
I couldn't say, sir.
They're having great difficulty, you know, in finding a suitable man.
Indeed, sir. Mr. Dobson is extremely busy. Perhaps you'll call again, my lord.
But we've come all this way.
I'm sorry, sir, but without an appointment...
You will please tell Mr. Dobson that the Bishop of St. Oggs wishes to see him on a matter of importance.
Oh, very well, my lord. Perhaps you'll wait in the morning room, through here.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
If you'd care to sit down, my lord, I'll tell Mr. Dobson you're here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I say, isn't it a nice room?
Yes, very pleasant note. Just the right shade of blue.
Oh, my lord, listen. Do you hear?
What?
The piano. Look, Mr. Heath's playing the piano. Listen. So I say, my lord, hasn't he got a lovely touch?
Well, I don't know about his touch, Newt, but I can't say I'm impressed with his repertoire.
Mr. Dobson will be with you in a moment, my lord. Ask me to apologize for keeping you waiting.
Thank you. That's quite all right.
Oh, yes, we are just enjoying the recital.
Yes, I'm sorry about that, sir. I'm afraid we all have to suffer when he does this.
Well, I suppose under the circumstances it is rather difficult to object.
It's completely hopeless, my lord. It's not as if he's a reasonable man.
You amaze me.
It's a fact, my lord. He's a very petty man. And in my opinion, he's tone deaf.
Surely Mr. Heath's an accomplished musician.
Mr. Heath is, sir. I'm talking about this piano tuner. There's Mr. Dobson now.
Thank you, Williams.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Bishop. I don't think we've met. I haven't managed to get round all the smaller, that is all, the diocese yet.
No, of course not, of course. I quite understand. My chaplain.
Now, do. Is that really the time? Oh, dear me. Well, Bishop, what can I do?
Well, Mr. Dobson, we've come to see you about our dean.
Oh, have you?
He's Dr. Pugh Critchley, Lionel Pugh Critchley, D.D.
I see. What's he done?
Done?
Well, to make you come and complain?
Complain? What makes you think we want to complain?
Well, don't you? Most bishops do.
Do they? Do they rather?
Gracious, yes. I had a couple this morning.
We haven't come to complain.
You haven't?
Oh, indeed not. In fact, I should not like you to think that I don't get on with my dean, should I not?
Oh, no, the bishop wouldn't like you to think that.
Really? Well, I must congratulate you, my lord. You're the first bishop I've ever met who gets on with his dean. I can hardly believe it.
Oh, we get on famously, don't we, Newt?
Oh, yes, my lord, yes. Two souls with but a single thought, two hearts that beat as one.
Yes, well, I don't think I'd have put it quite like that. But if I tell you I've come here today especially to recommend him for the new bishopric of Chelsea.
We understand you're having some difficulty in finding a suitable man.
Oh, we certainly are, but why do you think Pugh Critchley would be suitable?
Oh, that's easily answered, isn't it, Newt?
Is it, my lord?
Yes, of course. You see, Mr. Dobson, he is efficient.
Is he?
Yes, isn't he, Newt?
Oh, yes, my lord. He really is, Mr. Dobson. He is efficient.
Efficient? Yes, I see. Yes,
efficient.
I see. Yes. Tell me, what are his politics?
Politics?
Well, is he, by any chance, a socialist?
A socialist? The dean? Of course he's not a socialist. What is the
Now, just one moment, Newt. Mr. Dobson, why do you ask?
Because we try to keep a balance in these matters. The PM, in spite of his own convictions, believes it is a mistake to make too many appointments of the same political persuasion.
I see. Well, you know, between ourselves, I happen to know that in spite of what my chaplain obviously believes, the dean is a socialist.
But I'd never have guessed he was a socialist. Why, I remember the last...
You see, how totally unaware my chaplain is of the dean's political sympathies. It explains, of course, why we work together in such harmony, even though I must confess my own political loyalties lie elsewhere.
It certainly does. He sounds just the man we're looking for.
I knew it. I'm sure you won't regret it.
And it's such a pity.
A pity?
His being a socialist. You see, the PM's determined to have a Conservative bishop for Chelsea.
A Conservative? But I thought he liked to keep a balance.
Precisely, Bishop. The last appointment he made was a Socialist.
But surely you wouldn't reject the perfect man for a trivial reason like that.
Well, I'm afraid the PM's mind is made up. Still, there's one consolation.
What's that?
You won't be losing your dean.
Oh, come on, Newt. What a wasted journey. Hang up my hat, will you?
Very well, my lord.
Let's go into the study.
Afternoon, Bishop.
Ah, hello, Henry. What are you doing here?
No, just finishing packing up the pools, Bishop. Have you got rid of the Dean?
No, Henry, I'm afraid not.
Oh, bad luck.
Yes, isn't it, Archdeacon? And all because he's a Socialist.
The Dean? Is he?
Well, I know I was surprised, but apparently he's very discreet about it, isn't he, my lord?
Oh, shut up, Newt. Yes, Henry, I'm afraid a complete failure of mission.
Oh, well, at least you've had a trip to London, Bishop.
Oh, some trip, Henry. The club was closed for decorating. We had to put up for the night in a frightful hotel, and then Newt dragged me to see the most incomprehensible film. What was it called? The Flower People of San Francisco.
Well, I'm sorry, my lord, but I thought it was about horticulture.
Oh. Get me a sherry, Newt.
Right here, my lord.
It took you a long time to pack up these coupons, Henry.
Oh, there was a lot of them, Bishop. I chucked it at 11 last night and started again this morning.
Oh, poor old Henry. What a frightful job. Did he get you down?
Oh, no, Bishop. I managed to keep my spirits up.
My lord.
What is it, Newt?
Well, the decanter seems to be empty.
Empty? But it can't be. I filled it yesterday. Now, who can have drunk it? Henry.
Well, I got so dry, Bishop, all that licking.
Oh. Really, no wonder you kept your spirits up. That's nice, I must say. Come home after the time we've had and not even a glass of sherry.
Sorry, Bishop.
I should jolly well hope you are.
Shall I go and post all these coupons, my lord?
Oh, yes, you might as well, Newt. What a Saturday afternoon.
And to think we've all been waiting for the results now.
Don't remind me, Newt. Don't remind me.
Oh, hello, you missed one, Archdeacon. This is addressed to you, my lord.
Oh, yes, that arrived this morning.
So let's have it, then.
Here you are, my lord.
Oh, another poor parish sending us their contribution to the old people's home, I suppose. Which, thanks to the Dean, we shall now have to fling back in their faces. Oh, hello.
Oh, what's the matter, my lord?
It's from Mr. Dobson.
Well, why should he write?
I've no idea.
Oh, perhaps he's changed his mind. Perhaps the PM has decided to offer Chelsea to the Dean after all.
No, Newt, he hasn't.
Oh, hasn't he? Oh, how disappointing.
Not altogether, Newt.
Why, Bishop?
Because he has offered it to me.
What?
He has? Well, why should he do that, my lord?
He says, I was so impressed by the generous way you spoke of your dean yesterday that I mentioned it to the PM. He agrees with me that as good staff relations are bound to be of paramount importance in the creating of a new diocese, the bishopric should be offered to you, particularly as your political sympathies fit the requirements.
Oh, Moses.
What will you do, Bishop?
I shall accept, Henry.
You mean you'll leave us, Bishop?
Not you, Henry. I shall need an archdeacon at Chelsea. I hope you'll come with me.
Oh, thank you. Archdeacon of Chelsea, eh?
Yes, you should find that very stimulating, Henry.
Oh, I'm sure I shall, Bishop. The King's Road, all those dolly shops.
I didn't quite mean that, Henry.
My lord.
Oh, yes, Newt, what is it?
Well, won't you need a chaplain in Chelsea?
Oh, yes, of course. Don't worry, Newt. I expect I'll take you as well.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
A threefold cord is not easily broken, is it, Henry?
It is not, Bishop.
Oh, no, my lord. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 12.
Well, I tell you who I am leaving behind.
May I come in, my lord?
Yes, of course.
The door was open.
Afternoon, Dean.
Good afternoon, Archdeacon. I see you took my advice, my lord.
What advice?
You've called off this pools nonsense. I see you are sending back the money. Excellent. You've been very wise.
Oh, really? Perhaps you'll be kind enough to tell us to what we owe the pleasure of this visit on a Saturday afternoon.
Of course. I have received a letter.
Whoever from?
Downing Street, Archdeacon. The Prime Minister's appointments secretary.
Oh,
Really? So you've heard the news, Dean?
News?
About Chelsea?
Yes. But is it known generally?
Not generally, but I naturally told the Archdeacon here of my chaplain.
Ah, I was not aware that even you knew, my lord.
Surely, Dean, you didn't imagine Downing Street would inform you of such a thing without first telling me.
I suppose not, my lord.
But what do you think about it, Dean?
Frankly, it has come as a surprise.
But a pleasant one, eh, Dean?
Oh, certainly, my lord, certainly.
Well, that's frank, anyway.
I'm sorry if I appear pleased at the prospect of leaving you, my lord.
You mean me leaving you, surely, Dean?
No, my lord, I am leaving you. It is, after all, I who am going to Chelsea.
You, Dean? But you can't be.
No, Dean, you can't possibly. Not with your politics, no.
Politics? What do you mean?
Well, you hear. Keep the red flag flying high.
I beg your pardon?
Well, it's just that I have to know that Mr. Heath wants a Conservative bishop for Chelsea.
Bishop? I am not going to be the bishop.
I should think not, indeed.
I am going to be the dean.
Dean? They've offered you the deanery of Chelsea?
Yes, my lord, I must say I find it rather gratifying. I had not realized that my work here had been so appreciated. Well, I must go and write my letter of acceptance.
Oh, no, Dean, no, you mustn't do that.
Mustn't I, my lord? Why not?
Well, because
the bishop is going
to miss you. Yes, I shall miss you, Dean.
Miss me? You will miss me.
Yes, you see, we get on so well together, Dean.
We get on well together.
But yes, of course we do. Why, we were only talking about it yesterday, weren't we, Newt?
Oh, yes, Dean, we were, as a matter of fact.
What was that poem you quoted, Newt? To what's it, that something or other?
Oh, yes, two souls with but a single thought, two hearts that beat as one.
Yes, that's it. That's what we were saying, Dean, about you and me.
Really, my lord? Two hearts that beat as one. You consider those lines a description of our relationship?
Oh, undoubtedly, Dean.
Well, I confess I hadn't realized. Still, I fear I must accept this offer, my lord. My wife has set her heart on it. She fancies a town life.
Mrs. Pugh Critchley, oh, what a mistake.
A mistake?
Dear lady, she's every inch a country girl, isn't she, Henry?
Yes, Bishop, every inch.
Oh, please reconsider, Dean, please.
I'm sorry, my lord. I appreciate you do not wish to lose me. However, my mind is made up. I'm going to write my letter of acceptance. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Of all the bad luck. What on earth does Dobson think he's doing? Fancy landing me with him as dean again.
Well, never mind, my lord. Perhaps it'll be different when he gets to Chelsea.
Different? A leopard doesn't change its spots, Newt. Especially a miserable old leopard like that. Oh, really? Is there no escape?
Yes, Bishop.
What, Henry?
Don't accept.
What do you mean, don't accept?
Oh, of course, my lord. If you don't accept, the dean will be in Chelsea, and we shall be all here at St. Og's.
Oh, of course! Henry, how splendid! Newt, I've done it. We've actually done it. We've got rid of the dean.
Bravo, Bishop.
Oh, congratulations, my lord.
Quick, Newt, my pen.
Here you are, my lord.
Henry, paper.
Here you are, Bishop.
Thank you. Now then. My dear Dobson, it is with regret.
How about deep regret, my
Oh,
lord?
splendid. My dear Dobson, it is with deep regret.
No, Bishop, no.
No, Henry.
No, deepest regret.
Oh, of course, Henry. My dear Dobson, it is with deepest regret that I... There, Newt, there. Downing Street, SW1. Go and post it, will you?
With pleasure, my lord, and I'll post these poor envelopes at the same time.
But there's no need to now, Newt.
Not now. The dean is going.
No, in fact, we may as well start opening them up again.
Oh, yes, Bishop, let's. Well, will you get us the evening paper, Newt? Then we can see the results.
I wonder who'll win.
Me, Bishop. I shall win.
What, you think so?
Certain. I'm on a winning streak.
Righty-ho, well, I'll be off then, my lord.
Right.
Oh, Dean.
Newt! I was about to ring the bell. Is the bishop in?
Yes, Dean, he's in the study. I'm just popping out to the pillar box.
Yes, well then, Newt, perhaps you will post this for me. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Downing Street. Oh, yes, of course, Dean, with pleasure.
My lord, Archdeacon.
Hello, Dean. Back again?
Written your letter, Dean?
Indeed I have, Archdeacon. What are you doing, my lord?
Just undoing the coupons, Dean.
For our happy circle.
Oh, I thought you had agreed not to persist in that folly.
We changed our minds.
Well, you can hardly object, Dean. Now
Are you leaving?
I'm not leaving, my lord.
Not leaving? But you've written your letter.
Yes, refusing.
Refusing?
I have refused the deanery of Chelsea.
But why?
It was something you said, my lord.
Something I said?
Or rather, something your chaplain said.
That's more like it.
How did it go? 2 souls with but a single thought.
That? Oh, you don't want to pay any attention to that, Dean. It's only poetry.
Nevertheless, it made me think, my lord. Frankly, I hadn't realized that you looked on our relationship in quite that way.
Oh, don't give it another thought, Dean.
No, don't let it stand in your way.
I can't help it. It has, Archdeacon. I went home and told Grace.
What did she say?
She was surprised.
I'll bet she was.
At first she wouldn't agree, but we talked it over, and I quoted to her from Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9, verse 10, "Forsake not an old friend, for the new is not comparable to him."
Oh, I disagree entirely. That's nonsense, isn't it, Henry?
Definitely, Bishop.
Oh, Dean, I beg you not to do anything rash. At least sleep on
It is too late, my lord. The die is cast. Your chaplain is at this moment posting the letter.
What?
Oh, hello, Dean. Are you still here? Where's my letter, Newt?
Oh, rather, Dean.
What about my Newt? You didn't post it, did you?
Oh, of course, my lord. Just don't worry. Well, here's the evening paper, Archdeacon. You can check the football result.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I just wanted you to know of my decision, my lord. I must go back to Grace. All this excitement has brought on one of her heads. And by the way, I trust that now I am staying, we shall hear no more of this silly football pool nonsense.
Now, look, Dean, if I want to run a football pool, I'm not going to let anyone stop me.
If I can make a sacrifice for friendship, my lord, I'm sure you can.
Very well, if you put it like that, Dean, you win. I'll send them back.
Thank you, my lord. 2 hearts that beat as one, remember? Well, good night, my lord. See you in the morning.
What did he mean by that, my lord?
Simply that he's staying, Newt.
Staying? Oh, Moses, whatever for?
Chiefly, it seems, Newt, on account of one of your idiotic poems.
Oh, dear, I am sorry, my lord.
So you jolly well ought to be. Thanks to you, not only have we lost the chance of going to Chelsea, but we're stuck back here with the Dean. And we got to pack up and send back all these coupons, and the old people are going to have to go without their home.
No, they're not, Bishop.
What do you mean, Henry?
I've won the pools. The happy circle.
Henry, dear old friend, I'm afraid today has been a little bit too much for you. You obviously haven't grasped the full horror of it. There isn't any happy circle.
No, the Dean stopped it, Archdeacon.
Not this happy circle, Bishop. The one in Liverpool.
What do you mean you did the real pools, Henry?
Yes, Bishop.
And you won, Archdeacon.
Of course, 8 draws. I told you I was on a winning streak.
In that episode of All Gas and Gaiters, the parts were played as follows. The Archdeacon, Robertson Hare, the Bishop, William Mervyn, the Bishop's Chaplain, Derek Nimmo, the Dean, John Barron, Dobson, Richard Caldecott, the Butler, David Jason, the Workman, Richard Griffiths. The Bishop Gives a Shove and was written for television and adapted for radio by Pauline Devaney and Edwin Apps. The program was produced by David Hatch.
Just a moment to say that you can hear the last episode in this series of All Gas and Gaiters, The Bishop Pays a Visit, on Tuesday at 6:15, Tuesday at 6:15 on Radio 4. Derek Nimmo is now appearing in Charlie Girl at the Adelphi Theatre, London.
We present All Gas and Gaiters. Episode 13, The Bishop Pays a Visit. Starring Robertson Hare, William Mervyn, Derek Nimmo, and John Barron. It's morning, and the Bishop, with a paper parcel tucked firmly under his arm, hurries up the palace drive. He's in the best of spirits.
Newt!
Yes, my lord?
I'm back.
Oh, did you buy anything at Canon Pollard's sale?
Yes, Newt, I did. A great bargain.
Oh, what?
There you are.
An interesting-looking parcel, my lord. May I see what it is?
No, Newt. Just take it into the study, will you?
Oh, very well. You wouldn't like me to undo it for you, my lord?
No, Newt, I should not.
Oh.
Any messages?
The Reverend William Skinner rang, my lord.
Skinner from Hawley? What does he want?
He was wondering if you planned to visit Hawley, my lord.
Why, has he got some more of those lovely apples he gave us last year?
No, my lord, not visit, you know.
Ah, yes, of course, you mean an official visitation.
Yes, well, you haven't made one there for 4 years.
Really? Oh, well, we must begin to think of going again. What's he worrying about, though? Most of the parish clergy hate me nosing round asking where everything's got to.
Well, the Dean's been out there.
The Dean? What's it got to do with him?
Skinner said he asked him all sorts of questions, my lord.
Still, never mind that. Look what I bought.
Oh, what a very nice bow.
Oh, no, that filthy old thing. I had to have that. It was in the same lot.
Well, it's rather a nice shape, my lord.
No, it's rubbish. These are what I wanted.
Oh, candlesticks.
Well, of course they're candlesticks. What do you think of them?
Oh, aren't they nice?
You think so?
Oh, yes, I do, my lord. Yes.
Well, the point is, Newt, what are they made of?
Well, they are pewter, aren't they?
No, Newt, they are not pewter.
Oh, how very disappointing.
They are silver.
Silver? Oh, Moses, I'd never have guessed.
Neither did anyone else at the sale, fortunately. That's why I got them so cheaply. Do you know, I only gave £10 for them.
£10 for a pair of pewter candlesticks?
They are not pewter, Newt. They're silver.
Oh, yes, so you said. My lord?
Yes, Newt.
How do you know they're silver?
Oh, well, Newt, I have an instinct about these things.
And is that conclusive evidence, my lord?
Oh, of course not. But you know what dear old Canon Pollard's house was like, an absolute glory hole. Every cupboard crammed with stuff. He didn't know what any of it was, and nothing's been cleaned since his mother died.
No, they haven't had that. Shall I put them out for Mrs. Loosemore to clean, my lord?
Mrs. Loosemore? And let her have the thrill of seeing the silver glint through after years of neglect. No fear, we'll clean them ourselves.
Well, then I'll go and get the things from the kitchen.
No need to. I bought some dusters and this cleaning stuff. It's especially for old silver.
Oh, my lord, how exciting. May I do this one?
Snoot, of course. Now, I'll do this one. Now, let's see who can detect the first gleam. Eh?
May I come in?
Oh, yes, Henry, dear old friend, you come just at the right moment.
Really, Bishop?
You certainly have, Archdeacon.
Oh, splendid. Shall I be mother?
Henry, put that decanter down. I don't mean that sort of moment.
Oh, don't you, Bishop?
No, the moment of discovery.
Look what the bishop has bought at Canon Pollard's sale, Archdeacon.
Gracious. Not those old pewter candlesticks.
Why, Henry, do you know them?
Know them, Bishop. I gave them to him.
Really, Archdeacon, where did you get them?
In the market.
What did you give for them, Henry?
£1, Bishop. Mark you, I've been overcharged.
£1?
I expect that was some time ago, wasn't it, Henry?
Yes, Bishop. Last May.
Well, the bishop thinks they're silver, Archdeacon.
Really?
Yes, Henry. Now, what do you say to that?
Well, we all make mistakes.
But I have not made a mistake, Henry. You know what old Pollard's house was like.
No, yes, Bishop. My word, do you remember the day we went there and you christened his grandson?
Oh, yes, Henry. What a day that was. Do you remember?
Well, I'd rather not, actually, my lord, no.
Why? Oh, yes, of course. You had some champagne, didn't you?
Oh, no, Lord, please. Don't remind me. I'd rather prefer that you didn't.
I must say you behaved very strangely.
Well, that is just not fair, my lord.
Do you remember, Henry, we had to put him to bed?
Oh, yes, Bishop. Then I had to put you to bed.
Nonsense, Henry, nonsense. I was perfectly all right.
Well, you didn't get up next morning, my lord.
Well, that was because the christening cake didn't agree with me. Now, come on, Newt. We must clean these candlesticks.
Yes, of course, my lord. I must say they do look awfully like pewter.
They may look like pewter, Newt, but I tell you they are silver.
Yes, my lord, so you said.
Hello? What's this?
That's a bowl, Archdeacon.
Oh, it was in the same lot. I had to buy it.
Oh, really? I suppose it's gold.
Of course it's not, Henry. Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, sorry, I just wondered.
What are you two laughing at?
Nothing, my lord, nothing.
Nothing, Bishop.
Really, no, you two are being extraordinarily tiresome today. I'm so sorry, my lord, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Bishop.
Henry, what have you come here for anyway?
Yes, I nearly forgot. Old Jones at Ringmold, Bishop. He rang up.
Jones? What does he want?
The Dean's been out there.
The Dean?
Yes, he's been asking questions.
Oh, like he did when he went to Hawley, my lord. Isn't that funny?
Funny? I've had enough of this. The cathedral is his responsibility. He has absolutely no business interfering with my parish clergy, and I intend to telephone him and tell him so.
Here.
May we listen, my lord?
You certainly may. Now, what's the deanery number?
St. Dogs 23725, my lord.
Oh, thank you. 237... hello, Dean. I was about to telephone you.
So I observe. You wish to speak to me, my lord?
What? Oh, yes, Dean. I most certainly do.
Excellent. And I wish to speak to you. What have we here?
Candlesticks, Dean. The bishop just bought them at Canon Pollard's sale.
Indeed.
Yes, well, never mind about them. Now, Dean, what I want to say is...
May I ask what you gave for them, my lord?
£10, Dean.
Now, as I was saying...
£10, really?
Dean, will you please explain?
They are, of course, silver.
Will you please... What did you say, Dean?
I said they are, of course, silver.
What? Oh, Henry, Newt, you doubting Thomases. Did you hear what the Dean said? My dear Dean, do come and sit down.
Oh, thank you, my lord. Now, what is it you wish to say to me?
That was nothing quite unimportant. Now, tell me, what makes you think that those candlesticks are silver?
Because I can't imagine anyone paying £10 for them if they weren't.
I see. Well, now, look, Dean. What I want to say to you...
I thought you said it was unimportant.
Oh, did I? Well, I've changed my mind. Now, what is this I hear about you going out to Hawley and Ringmold and asking a lot of questions? It is simply not done.
Things that are not done very often should be.
What do you mean?
Visitation to these parishes appears to be overdue.
Nonsense. I was in Hawley only 4 years ago.
Parishes should be visited every 3 years, my lord.
Oh, well, the Archdeacon's been out there since, haven't you, Henry?
No, Bishop.
Well, it's just possible that this one small parish may have been overlooked.
These 2 parishes, I understand, Ringmold has not been visited either.
Oh, surely, Dean, in any organization one must allow for a margin of human error.
As the Archdeacon has often heard me tell the canons at our chapter meetings, my lord, human error is only an excuse for inefficiency.
Oh, indeed. Well, I should like you to tell me, Dean, what you were doing out at Hawley.
There was something I wished to see in the church.
Was it the oblique hagiscape in the South Aisle, Dean?
No, the new heating plant in the boiler house. While I was examining it, Skinner came in, and naturally there were some things I wished to know.
I bet.
I wished to know the size of the bore.
About 6 foot, aren't you, Dean?
Oh, Dean, this interference is intolerable.
Interference? I thought you'd be pleased to be reminded. Visitation is, after all, one of a bishop's main duties.
I am aware of my duties, thank you, Dean, and I should be grateful if in future you would concentrate on yours.
As you wish, my lord. I am so sorry that my good intentions have been misinterpreted.
Good morning, Dean.
Good morning, gentlemen.
To stand here in my own palace and accuse me of inefficiency.
Of course, he is very efficient himself, isn't he? He does run the cathedral beautifully, you must admit.
I admit no such thing. I bet if I went in there and snooped round like he did at Hawley, I'd find quite a lot wrong. Don't you agree, Henry?
Yes, Bishop. Why don't you?
What? Snoop round the cathedral? Oh, no, I couldn't. Not in my nature.
Well, of course, you could make a visitation, my lord.
To the cathedral? Could I?
Yes. Well, you do have the powers, but of course it's never done.
Well, if it's never done, what's the good of talking about it?
But only in exceptional circumstances.
Things that aren't done very often should be.
What's that, Henry?
What the Dean said, Bishop.
Henry, the Dean also said visitation is one of a bishop's main duties, didn't he?
He did, Bishop.
And that is tremendously true, too, isn't it?
Yes, Newt, it is. Oh, what a prospect. To sit in the chapter house and make him show me his accounts. To demand to see the inventory and sit there reading out the items while he runs round trying to find everything. My word. After all I've stood from that man, it really will be rather pleasant.
It certainly will, Bishop.
Will? Well, you surely don't intend to do it, my lord.
Certainly don't. Will you telephone the Dean, please?
Oh, Moses. But, my lord, when will you conduct this visitation? After Easter?
Oh, a bit sooner than that. Don't you agree, Henry?
Yes, Bishop. What about after lunch?
Perfect. Ask him to meet us outside the chapter house at 2 o'clock, Newt, and don't mention why. We'll let it come as a surprise. We don't want him to sort things out before we get there, do we, Henry?
No, Bishop. We don't.
But the Archdeacon can't come, my lord.
What do you mean? Of course he can.
Oh, no, as a member of the chapter, Archdeacon, you're on the Dean's side.
That's a matter of opinion.
Well, I mean, can't we stretch a point?
Oh, no, it's right out of the question, my lord.
Very tiresome. Henry, what will you do with yourself all afternoon?
Oh, I don't know, Bishop. I'll be looking forward to being with you.
Oh, I know, it's a shame. Tell you what, I've got a treat for you.
Oh, thank you, Bishop. Shall I pour it out myself?
No. I did not need a glass of sherry.
But you said you've got a treat for me.
I have. You, Henry, shall be the first to see the silver glint through after years of neglect. Now, you put on with this duster, and you take off with that one. And gently, Henry, gently. With old silver, one must be very gentle. How very nice of you to come along like this.
Your chaplain asked me to meet you here outside the chapter house at 2, my lord.
You see, Dean, I have decided to make a visitation.
Oh, I'm delighted to hear it, my lord. May I ask if you are going to Ringmold first or to Hawley?
Neither, Dean.
Then where are you going, my lord?
Here, Dean. The bishop is coming here.
Here, to the cathedral.
Yes. You see, all the things you said this morning made me realize that as bishop, I have never once visited your cathedral.
I see. You realize, my lord, that a visitation to a cathedral is extremely unusual.
Oh, I know, Dean, but as you said yourself, things that are not done often should be.
Oh, yes, and that is tremendously true, isn't it, Dean?
This cathedral has not been visited since 1890, my lord.
Really? Is it as long ago as that? Well, high time we put the matter right.
When do you wish to make this visitation, my lord?
Now, Dean.
Now?
Yes, no time like the present, is there?
Oh, but that is impossible. I must have time to make preparation.
Why, Dean, aren't things in order?
Certainly they are. But a visitation must be conducted according to custom. I assemble the chapter and the cathedral staff. You'll read us your charge, and then, with the aid of the Chancellor, we must proceed to a detailed inquiry and inspection.
Oh, no, Dean, there's no time for all that. I thought we could just go quietly through the accounts together.
Well, if that is what you wish to do, my lord, you are certainly within your powers.
Yes, I am, aren't I? Now, where shall we begin?
Well, I have the books in the chapter house, if you wish to have a look at them.
I do, Dean, I do. A good, long, hard look.
Then shall we go in?
With pleasure, Dean, with pleasure.
If you would care to sit at the table, my lord.
With pleasure, Dean, with pleasure.
What are all these huge books, Dean?
The cathedral accounts, Newt.
Good gracious.
Shall we start?
Oh, yes, by all means.
Here we have January 1890.
1890?
Well, surely you wish to see the accounts since the last cathedral visitation, my lord?
Oh, yes, well, I don't think we need go back as far as that, Dean.
Oh, very well. How far do you wish to go back?
Oh, well, let me see. When did you come here, Dean?
1956, my lord.
Oh, yes, of course, the year of Suez. That'll do, Dean. You can put the earlier ones aside.
Oh, very well, my lord.
No, Dean, no, I said put the earlier ones aside.
But I have, my lord.
But you've only moved one book.
Yes, my lord.
You mean all these great big books are only since 1956, Dean?
When I arrived, I found the accounts were not kept in such detail as I should wish.
Oh, well, you seem to have made up for it.
I hope I have, my lord. Now, January 1956.
Well, on second thoughts, Dean, I don't think we'll go back as far as that either.
Well, how far do you wish to go back, my lord?
Well, let me see now. What about last month?
Last month? Yes, here we are. Now, this is the profit and loss account for last month, my lord.
Yes, now, let me see. Oh, yes, I think perhaps I better put my glasses on.
Is that better, my lord?
Yes. Newt, have a look at this.
Yes, my lord.
What do you think of it?
Well, it's very neat, isn't it?
Of course you understand bookkeeping, my lord.
But of course, Dean. I'm just simply adjusting myself to your particular system.
It is the usual system.
Oh, is it? Well, you know, I don't think we really want to wade through all this. Isn't there something that'll show me the position at a glance?
You wish to see the latest trial balance sheet.
Balance sheet? Yes, that is what I want, so that I can see where you've gone wrong. I mean, so that I can see where you are going.
Here, my lord.
Yes, this is more like it. Now, Newt.
Yes, my lord, yes.
What do you think?
Well, it's very neat, too, isn't it?
Would you like me to explain it to you, my lord?
Yes, Dean, very good idea. That perhaps will save time.
With pleasure. Here we have income from the capitular estates, 3% war loan, other stock, the general reserve, bank deposit, current account. Naturally, the profit and loss account shows itself on this side.
Naturally.
Yes. On the other side, my lord, the liabilities. Wages, salaries and stipends, insurances, rates, heating and lighting, office expenses, repair and maintenance charges. I think you will agree, my lord, we are managing to keep our heads above water.
Speak for yourself, Dean. Speak for yourself.
I always think the beauty of a balance sheet is the way it complements the revenue account. Don't you agree, my lord?
If you say so.
I must say, Dean, I'm very impressed by all that you've shown us. Don't you think the Dean keeps the accounts most efficiently, my lord?
Well, I can't see anything wrong with them, certainly, though, of course, figures can be made to show anything.
Would you like me to take you through them again, my lord?
Oh, no, Dean, no. Once was quite sufficient, thank you, quite sufficient.
I have here a rather interesting breakdown of the fuel account.
Oh, I'm sure it's riveting, Dean. but good gracious, is that the time? We must get on. Now, let me see the inventory.
The inventory? I thought you only wished to see the accounts.
Oh, no, Dean, no. I should like to check up on the cathedral treasures, too.
Well, I'm afraid the cathedral inventories are at the deanery. Do you wish me to go and fetch them?
Oh, if it's not too much trouble, Dean, I should like to assure myself that everything is in order.
I don't think you need have fears on that score, my lord.
Oh, I'm sure I needn't, Dean, but let us have a look, shall we?
Well, very well. I'll go and get them.
Something wrong, Dean? Have you remembered something that isn't quite as it should be?
No, my lord. I have remembered the chapter house inventory is in this drawer. I imagine you wish to make a start here?
Here? But there's nothing here except this table and the chair I'm sitting on.
I think you will find there are a few other items, my lord. Shall we begin?
Oh, well, as you wish. Give me the inventory, and I will sit here and read out the items, and you can nip about and find them for me.
Oh, well, that is hardly practicable.
What do you mean?
If you wish to check things, it is surely better for me to read out the items.
What? Oh, well, yes, I suppose so.
If you will allow me to sit down.
What? Oh, all right, very well.
Thank you, my lord. Item, 1 doormat, coconut, 4 feet by 3 feet. Right. Please examine it, my lord.
Why?
It might not be correct.
Oh, really?
Yes. Item, 1 door handle, brass with circular linear decoration.
Yes.
Please examine it.
Yes.
Item, 1 finger plate, brass, ensuite with the foregoing.
Yes.
Please examine it.
But I can't examine everything.
Oh, but you must, my lord.
I can't. We shall be here all night.
You should have thought of that, my lord, before you embarked on this visitation.
447.
447.
448.
448.
449.
449.
Dean, there are only 449 hymn books. One is missing.
Impossible. You have made a mistake.
But we haven't. Have we, Newt?
No, we've been very careful, Dean. Rather we have.
You said that the last time when you claimed 2 were missing.
Well, we may have been mistaken that time.
And what about the time before when you said there was 1 too many?
Well, this time we've been much more careful.
Then perhaps, if you count once more, even more carefully, my lord, you will find there are 450 hymn books as there should be.
If you want them counted, you must count them yourself. Come on, Luke, we're going.
Going? You can't go, my lord. You haven't finished.
Here. What are you doing?
Locking the door.
Oh, Dean, what are you going to do to us?
Unlock the safe, of course. You said you wanted to see the treasures, my lord. Here they are. If you will take them out, I will read out the list. 1 gold chalice set with rubies, 1 silver gilt candelabra with matching snuffer, 1 gold ewer, 2 silver patens with matching covers engraved. The portable font, my lord. Where is the portable font?
I'm sorry, Dean, it is not here.
Nonsense, it must be.
But it isn't, Dean. It really isn't here.
Oh, really must I look myself. Now then, what is this?
Well, that's the silver gilt goblet with a fluted base and a vine leaf motif.
Oh, well, then it must be this.
But that's the silver ewer, one of a pair. Look, there's the other one.
Well, then it isn't here.
Now will you believe me?
We did say it wasn't.
But I can't have lost the portable font.
Well, I'm very sorry, Dean, but it looks as though you have.
Oh, what shall I do?
I don't know, Dean. Don't ask me.
Well, we must check again, right from the beginning.
You can, Dean, but I'm afraid I must go home.
Oh, but you can't leave me like this.
I'm very sorry, Dean, but time is getting on. Come on, Newt.
Yes, don't worry. I expect it'll turn up. Won't it, my lord?
Yes, so if you would please unlock the door.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course.
Now, come on, Newt. Thank you, Dean.
Coming, my lord. No, don't worry, Dean. I expect it's just got mislaid.
Really, what an afternoon.
The poor Dean, doesn't he look worried, my lord?
Yes, I must admit I feel almost sorry for him.
And when he keeps everything so nicely and is so efficient, just one little human error.
Human error? Did you say human error?
Yes, my lord. Why?
Just realized! The Dean!
What about him?
He's lost the portable font.
Yes, isn't it sad?
Sad? It's marvelous. It's just what I've been waiting for.
Where are you going, my lord?
Going, Newt, back into the chapter house to have a few words with the Dean. I've done it.
You have, Bishop?
I've caught the Dean out, Henry.
Yes, Archdeacon, the poor Dean has lost the portable font.
Oh, what did you say to him, Bishop?
Enough, Henry, enough to ensure that in future he'll mind his own business.
Oh, well done, Bishop. I wish I'd been there.
Now, how have you got on with the candlesticks, Henry?
Oh, me? Oh, well...
Henry, what's that?
Oh, this, Bishop. Oh, just a knife.
Well, I can see that. What are you doing with it? You're not using it on my candlesticks, I hope.
Oh, only to scrape out the dirt from the hallmark, Bishop.
Archdeacon, you found the hallmark?
Henry, you clever old Archdeacon. I knew they were silver. Quick, Luke, get the book on hallmark.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
Quick, Henry, let me see.
There, Bishop. It's been painted over.
I knew they weren't pewter.
But here we are, my lord. Hallmarks there should be 4. The first is the place of origin, the second the maker's mark, and the third the date letter, and the fourth the sterling mark.
Yes, now, the third is very clear. That's an O.
Oh, well, that's the date. What sort of an O, my lord?
A big round one.
Oh, golly. Well, that's 1690, William and Mary. They must be very valuable, my lord.
I knew it! And you both thought they were pewter. Now, the second one is R.
An R. Well, that should be the maker's symbol. Oh, no, it says letters or initials were sometimes used.
Yeah, probably a man called Robinson. Hello. The first is a letter as well, and it's an I.
Place of origin. No, that rather should be a symbol.
Oh, well, I expect it was a tree or something.
The very important one is the last, my lord. That's the sterling mark.
Right. Well, you look, Newt. Your eyes are younger than mine.
It's now for 1690. It should be a lion passant gardant. Now, let me see. Oh, dear.
What's the matter?
Well, it's another letter, my lord. An N.
Is it?
Yes. I-R-O-N.
I-R-O-N. I wonder what that means.
I think it means they're not silver, Bishop.
No, my lord, they are iron.
Iron? Oh, nonsense. Note that somebody's initials. My instinct can't be wrong. We shall just have to carry on cleaning them.
But I've been cleaning them, Bishop, all afternoon.
Well, obviously that stuff I bought's no good. We shall have to find something stronger.
But I'm using something stronger.
What, in that bowl?
Oh, yes.
What is it?
Oh, just a few odds and ends. Scouring powder, bleach, caustic soda.
Oh, Moses, look what he's done to these rubber gloves, my lord. They're practically dissolved in the bowl. Look what he's done to the bowl, my lord. It's quite shiny.
Oh, never mind the bowl.
Oh, but do look, my lord. It's really rather a sight. It almost looks like silver.
Silver? It is silver, Henry. Look, it's silver. This bowl is silver.
Oh, look, my lord, there's a hallmark.
Yes, Newton, it's a real one. I knew my instinct couldn't be wrong. Oh, really, who can that be?
Oh, shall I go, my lord?
No, Newton, I'll go. You work out the hallmark.
Righty-ho, my lord.
Oh, Dean, it's only you.
May I see you for a moment, my lord?
No, Dean, as a matter of fact, I'm rather busy. May I suggest you telephone my chaplain in the morning and make an appointment? I'm sure he'll fit you in if he can.
Oh, very well, my lord. I'm sorry to have disturbed you.
Not at all, not at all. Good night, Dean. By the way...
Yes, my lord?
Found the font yet?
That is what I wish to speak to you about.
Really?
My records show that it was borrowed for a private christening 3 years ago and not returned.
Oh, well, it was your job to see that it was returned, wasn't it?
Yes, my lord.
Who borrowed it?
You did, my lord.
Me? Now, look here, you can't go round making irresponsible accusations like that, Dean.
I have your signature.
What? No.
Yes, my lord, yes.
Do you remember a private christening I conducted 3 years ago?
A private christening? Oh, no, my lord, that's not kind. That really isn't very kind.
What do you mean?
Well, twice in one day. You know how I feel about that christening.
Oh, yes, of course, Canon Pollard's Yes, I did take one, yes.
You remember, my lord?
Well, I certainly did conduct a private christening at that time, Dean.
And what did you do with the font afterwards?
Oh, well, Dean, I don't remember what happened afterwards.
No, you see, Dean, the bishop had some christening cake, and it didn't agree with him, did it, my lord?
Wow, look, I can't even remember what the thing looked like.
Well, it is described here, my lord, sterling silver and engraved.
Oh, Bishop!
Just a minute, Henry.
But this bowl...
What about it?
Well, it's got writing on it.
Oh, so it has, Archdeacon. S-O-C, sock. Well, what can that mean, my lord?
St. Og's Cathedral note. Thank you. My portable font.
Oh, of course. You must have left it at Canon Pollard's after christening, my lord.
Oh, well, yes, I must have forgotten to return it, I suppose.
And I forgot to check, my lord.
You did, Dean, and we were both guilty of inefficiency.
Not inefficiency, my lord. Let us call it human error.
Why not, Dean? Why not?
Shall we say 8 o'clock tomorrow morning?
8 o'clock?
To continue the visitation?
Oh, I hardly think that'll be necessary.
Indeed it will. I have arranged for the inventories to be waiting for us.
Oh, no!
We will check everything in great detail, and who knows what we may find.
But Dean...
We must check every altar frontal, every vestment, every psalter, every kneeler, every surplice, every alb, every cotter.
No, I won't, Dean.
You must, my lord. You really must.
In that episode of All Gas and Gaiters, the parts were played as follows. The Archdeacon, Robertson Hare, the Bishop, William Mervyn, the Bishop's Chaplain, Derek Nimmo, the Dean, John Barron.
The Bishop Pays a Visit
was written for television and adapted for radio by Pauline Devaney and Edwin. The program was produced by David Hatch.